Alright, let's go ahead and get this set up.
Ah. Actually, do you like parody films or any kind of satirical films by any chance?
Generally, I suppose.
Then yeah, you'll fucking love Airplane. Ugh, there goes my nose again. But yeah, my sister got me hooked on Sticky Business, and you can make some of the cutest possible stickers on that game.
Mm.
And one minute I'm playing it, and the next minute I know it's 2 hours later, I'm already on day 15 in the game, and I have about 9 orders set up, and my sister just keeps saying, we gonna watch stuff now, or are you gonna keep playing the game? So I look down at the controller, and I say, yeah, get this thing out of my hand, or else I'm gonna be here all night.
Mm.
It hits that nice creative spot while also hitting that sim spot for me.
Mm.
Well, it's a fun game regardless, and I think everybody who needs a good breather game should play it.
I
Hi,
don't know.
Noir.
Noir, do you need a good breather spot, perchance?
Sure, why not?
But anyways, hello, everybody! And welcome back to another exciting day. Forgive me for not streaming yesterday. My sleep schedule got fucked up for reasons. But don't worry about that, because today, it's nice and normal again.
Yay!
Yay, indeed. But yeah, no, in just a second, we're gonna get this shit booted. Jammin'.
I was also just talking with Orange about how Sticky Business is a fun game and everybody should play it right now.
Yeah.
I think Asher might actually like Sticky Business too.
Mm.
I don't know, hey Noir, does Asher play video games sometimes?
Not usually, no.
Would you describe Azure as a player?
Bruh.
I'm being silly, Con. I'm being silly.
I know. Still, she might enjoy Sticky Business.
Mm.
In fact, it's on sale right now. My sister found it for $10, and she and I have just been playing it for a while.
Mm. Alright, let's get this shit started. Our dim hope that this fight would be over once we defeated Dalshia was thwarted by Veshness' sudden reappearance. She would be leading her massive army in an all-out attack against the Academy soon. That fact plunged our hearts and minds into deep despair. Oh. Alright.
Oh, yeah. Right. The bitch came back with a vengeance.
Mm-hmm. The bitch queen.
The bad bitch queen.
I still can't believe Veshness survived.
Or that her army's grown even stronger.
They became serious about taking us out because we were so aggressive during the hunt.
Perhaps this was the sponsor's ultimate objective all along.
Why do you say that?
They organized a game that made us hunt down every single school invader we saw. Knowing all the time that it would foster hatred among the invaders, eventually boiling over and exploding into all-out war. That kind of full-scale fighting is sure to create an astounding number of dead bodies.
That's a good point.
So the sponsor gets tons of dead bodies by making both sides take each other out. It's sounding more and more like the first sponsor really was a zombie.
You're still playing out the sponsor script even after they're gone.
How big do you think Veshness' final attack will be?
The biggest ever.
If that side is truly unified, the number of combat organisms will be the likes of which we've never seen before.
How can we even defend ourselves against that?
And
Veshness is even stronger than Dalshia, right?
She did just absorb his cryptoglobin.
Gah, what an impossible game to try and win.
Everyone started looking gloomy. Who could blame us? We were all filled with dread. We thought our fight would be over once Dalshia was defeated. But that had been turned into utter despair.
I see you there.
You see the despair there. This couldn't go on. We were being paralyzed by fear. As their leader, I had to do something. Let's talk about our bright future ahead!
We're facing an impossible villain. Let's talk about the good times here.
Whoa! What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Dwelling on gloomy stuff is only gonna make us gloomier! Let's talk about what our dreams for the future are! This is an order from your leader! I'll even start us off! I ignored everybody's confusion and started talking about my dreams.
Once we're back on the artificial satellite, I'm going to become roommates with Tsubasa, Yugamu, and Darumi. We're going to rent a cheap but big house and live together in abject poverty, becoming penniless roommates with my friends. That's my current dream.
Wait a second, Takumi. That was my dream. You can't just poach it like that.
I'm already half you, though! It just means you and I have the same dream, Tsubasa. Just like we should. You and I are united in mind and body, in more ways than one!
Stop, not in front of all these people.
Really not appreciating this sudden, unsolicited info dump, guys.
Wow, united in mind and body. So suggestive.
What? What is it? What is being united in mind and body suggestive of?
Close your ears, Commune. You're too young for this.
Ahem! Yugamu, you're next. What are you gonna do when we get back? Any future plans? Dream jobs?
Dream job, you say? Ideally, I'd like to do something medicine-related. I think I've taken enough lives. Now I want to use my knowledge about the human body to save lives instead.
What a turnaround. I think you'd make a great doctor. You've already saved my life plenty of times.
How about you, Darumi? What are you gonna do?
What a stupid question. Infiltrating an arrogant company, of course. I'll start as a janitor, work my way up to become director of my own project.
Why don't you just start your own project?
Then I'll flood the spineless adventure game entertainment with my erotic fantasy.
Darumi doesn't know about Renpy.
Wow.
He doesn't
When did you
know.
become so optimistic, Daughter-me?
You call this being optimistic?
What
For
about
her,
you
yeah.
two? What do you want to do on the artificial satellite?
Just live my life out peacefully with Commune, I guess. Take daily walks, go shopping, and enjoy life like an ordinary person.
Ordinary.
I do not expect a life of ease as a refugee, but I will use my skills and abilities to overcome any obstacle.
I'll support you however I can too. That's what I promised Ava. Your turn, Ima and Kako. If you have any dreams, we'd love to hear them.
It just so happens Brother Dearest and I were discussing this matter the other day.
Once we make it to the satellite, we'll volunteer to distribute food to any children in need.
Holy shit!
We really should balance out all the bad things we did here with some good stuff.
And what could be better than helping children who were just like us in the past?
That's an awesome dream to have.
No, too! I'll build a powerful cooking stove for you.
You'll likely need medical assistance as well. That's where I come in. I can help with that.
As we spoke about our plans and
Everyone's gonna
dreams,
start an orphanage.
our faces became brighter and brighter. Painting a vivid mental picture of a bright future is a great way to shake yourself out of the paralysis of despair. That was what I learned that night. Not to mention, being around Tsubasa infused with even more life. Let's all beat Veshness together! Her cryptoglobin will definitely be strong enough to activate the escape pod. They'll be able to make our dreams come true! Thus energized and looking forward to the future again, everyone started preparing for the final attack with renewed determination. We gotta get as strong as possible before Vashnis launches her final attack. I slapped my cheeks to get into gear and started training. Finally!
Free
The-
time. Is this the first
The
time?
first
we've
free
tried
time in 88 days!
We actually have free time now! Holy shit, dude, how long has it been?
Oh wait, no, I need to go to the bio laboratory. The bio Broly.
Oh my god, how long has it fucking been?
Power pancreas.
That says Panacea.
I think
Well, I don't
think
speak
Noir knows
Italian.
what it says. Okay, let's go back to the metal shop real quick, like. Springtrap.
I have.
FNAF 3! Oh, I can't get FNAF 4.
A dumb question, and I don't know if you guys have actually seen or played these things. What, in your opinion, is the better Five Nights at Freddy's game?
I've played literally none of them.
I like
Haven't
Springtrap,
played
so
any of them.
FNAF 3.
Security Breach seems like it has the most amount of gameplay.
Security Breach is hot dog shit.
Most of them aren't
Well, there you go.
particularly good. Doesn't matter, Uncle Ben. Fortnite's better than all of them.
Springtrap, the only one that can kill you in 3. What do the
Yeah.
other ones even do?
They're just the other ones in 3 are hallucinations.
Yeah, they're hallucinations, pretty much.
I mean, 4 kind of freaked me the fuck out when it first came out. But if I had to go ahead and say my favorite, at least, I'd say the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria Simulator is actually my favorite because it's like a sim mod. At the same time, it's also the secret game.
Connection terminated.
Although I am really liking the gameplay I've been seeing of Secret of the Mimic. I love
Yeah.
Cloud.
Around in Self Puzzle. Isn't it literally the same gameplay as Security Breach?
It's a bit higher quality than Security Breach, but that being said, based on what I've seen, it's a whole lot of just walking around and running away from guys and a lot of the same bullshit you would normally do in those kind of games.
It feels like they tried to take a more survival
They
horror
did
route to
not. I don't know where you got that
God.
idea from.
it.
That
I
is.
said try.
They
said
There are
didn't.
safe rooms,
I got
and
caught.
you have to find cranks. And I think that's it. I haven't finished watching Tokibird play it.
Like, Colin, I'm sorry. That shit is not. That is not a survival horror game. None of that shit's in there. The
I
only.
also feel like the game would benefit more if it was like a VR type game.
I think
'cause-
more FNAF games would benefit from you being fucking strapped when you go in there.
But then it wouldn't be
And
scary.
you should
anymore.
be allowed to shoot Freddy Fazbear in the face. with a
Amnesia the
gun.
Bunker gives you a gun and you can't kill the main guy in it. But it's
Yeah,
way
but
better!
Okay, let me go ahead and get off of my little soapbox over here. If you give a character a gun in a video game, it stops being as terrifying.
That's not true.
That is markedly
Also,
untrue.
that's getting on top of your soapbox, not getting off of it.
I said getting on top of.
There are games that I've played games, I've written stuff that where even with characters that are fucking armed to the teeth, I'm still able to elicit like a fairly frightened reaction from people most of the time. Or like a, oh damn, that sucks, which is honestly more than what I would have hoped, frankly.
I also said most of.
That is a sweeping and
no.
aggressive statement.
Eh. I only say that because that's pretty much what I've encountered. Unfortunately, I haven't seen much outside of the Call of Cthulhu campaign of what you do for horror stuff writing.
I feel like most people, from what I hear, were pretty scared of RE7.
Oh no, RE7's got some. So I would
I was
say
wondering
because
because that RE7 was considered fairly scary.
I
Very
RE7
spooky.
had some good
Like
bits.
the monsters are scary, or the
RE7 had
gameplay is
some
scary?
good bits in the beginning, and then it kind of tapers off a little bit. I think RE7's actually kind of a bad example. But, like, there's definitely some good moments. I will say that I think that despite its focus on kind of having that sort of, like, found footagey vibe to it, a lot of the bits a lot of the bits that are, like, boss fighty, or even, like, the goopy monsters you fight, it's all very, like, it's actually kind of campy, if I'm being honest.
I mean, it's RE.
I know! But, like, that was the one that they were, like, specifically going out of their way to be like, this ain't your grandma's RE. Just kidding, it's actually relatively similar to most of the other Resident Evil games. It was presenting itself as being more grounded when it wasn't necessarily, like, more grounded, I guess the word might be.
This time you're gonna have to sidle sideways through a very thin gap.
But there are bugs.
squeeze through. If
They're
I can go
very
ahead and
horrible.
also say one other thing involving that, at least. I've only seen up to a certain part in RE7, and that's... I think if I remember correctly, the last part I saw up to RE7 was when Ethan reattached his hand.
Yeah.
You should play Fear.
That is also literally the beginning of the game, Pawn.
That is
So you
up
should play the
on-
game Fear.
Yeah, you should probably play Fear. Or watch
which
somebody play
Fear?
You
Fear.
should also play Dusk.
The first Fear. The first Fear is, like, is the best one.
That's First Encounter Assault Recon, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You should also play Dusk.
Dusk is also quite good, yeah. Or Blood.
think I've
Blood's good too.
Oh, I've played Blood before with my friend on his
I mean,
PC.
Blood's not scary. My point is that Dusk has moments in it that are legitimately scary,
Mhm.
despite your ability to turn literally everything into that game into chunky salsa with the shotgun.
I've got
I think
this.
it's more.
I've actually got
I think-
got Dusk on my PC. I bought it on sale.
Let's go.
I think more the point of horror,
this.
even when it's something you're like you're fucking armed to the teeth in
Say
it.
what?
I think what really matters the most
My turn.
is like an elicitation of like kind of like like a sense of uncomfortability,
Got it. Here
where
we
like
go.
even though you have like a firearm or some method of defending yourself, that feeling of like uneasiness,
Good to go.
like you're not really sure what you're gonna be able to do about that thing.
Literally every Silent Hill game.
Exactly,
except for that
yeah.
one that people don't like.
Except for that,
Except
also
Home-
for those
Home-
multiple
Except for that
ones that
other
people
one
don't
that
like,
people
yeah.
do like.
Yeah, unfortunately, most horror games I've found that allow you to have a weapon or something like that just lose all scare factor once you're allowed to shoot.
Have you also considered that maybe that maybe you feel that way because you're not as easily scared of these things because you watch a lot of horror content?
Alright. I'm
No,
good
I've
to
also
go.
considered that option, yeah.
Ready when you
And you're
are.
right, it
Time
does
to
not
use it.
help at all, because I've gotten desensitized to a lot of creepy stuff and horror stuff. But there is stuff that
Say
will
when.
still genuinely scare the ever-loving shit out of me. Like Nemesis in the original RE3, that shit, him popping out of fucking nowhere still freaks me out.
Like I remember like becoming an anxious mess the first time I dealt with Mr. X in Resident Evil 2 because that motherfucker would not leave me alone.
The original or the remake?
The remake, I have yet to
Because
play
the
the original
remake has a
Resident
lot
Evil
of
2.
fun with his AI.
Mhm.
Yes.
Not to mention like the omnipresence of like you can just constantly hear like his boots and like him constantly following you around and all that fun shit.
I've got
Makes my
this.
spine tingle, and I love that feeling.
Say when. All right.
Being said, though, I will also say that Amnesia the Bunker is also... I will agree with you. Amnesia the Bunker, it does give you a gun, and it's probably one of the few games I can say where even if you do have a weapon, it's still genuinely terrifying.
Easy.
Same with Silent Hill games. Oh, except Homecoming.
Oh no, yeah, Homecoming
get
is
to
all
the
kinds
killing.
of bad, frankly.
Stinks. doesn't
And
it?
Downpour.
Let's do this.
So you're saying it's a lot less like Amnesia the Clunker.
Ha ha ha.
I mean, honestly, I don't think that I don't really personally. I don't think that games without like a method of resource management. I don't think games without a form of resource management are very frightening either, because it's like when you're in a resource management situation, there's an inherent fear of what if I run out of shit and I don't have anything that I can do. Meanwhile, you're always at like a default state of I have nothing and I will continue to have nothing. So all I can do is run away from this enemy and then hide and then run again and then hide and then run again.
That's why I also like Darkwood, because it allows you the chances just to go ahead and obtain better resource management skills. At the same time, it scares the ever-loving shit out of you, because you don't know if you're going to survive that night or not.
Let's go.
But yes, no, I meant what I did say was also a very sweeping stance. I meant that as more of like on a personal level than like a broad sweeping opinion, like a broad sweeping like point of contention, or like an end-all be-all.
I didn't intend for my point of view there to go ahead and be an end-all be-all or a sweeping point. It's more of a personal opinion.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It also doesn't help that most horror games I've seen that have been churned out lately are more of a... Oh god, what's the best way to put this?
Most horror games that have come out recently are... Most of the horror games that have come out recently are friend slop.
I'm not gonna call it walking simulator, because that just doesn't seem right to me.
I mean, no, you're not wrong. A lot of horror games that come out nowadays, at least the ones on the cheaper end, admittedly, are kind of just like nothing burgers. There's not a lot going on in them.
Precisely. There's no stakes. There's nothing. If I can go ahead and poke a hole in the story, or if I can just move along with this and not get scared, then what's the point of playing? I want a horror game to stick with me and fuck me up.
Oh, good. I'll leave there a little. Here goes.
That reminds me, I gotta get back to that,
What a nuisance!
I forget the name, but it was that other, like, Silent Hill-esque game that we played, like, once on stream.
Here we go.
Post-trauma?
Yeah, we gotta get back to Post-Trauma at some point as well. Maybe when we have, like, an off day. I don't imagine that game is particularly long, so probably just pop in there, like, one more time and see if we can get the rest of the blood out of that rock. Or out of that stone.
Get the blood out of this diamond.
We don't want any blood diamond here.
This is a 100%
blood out of the diamond.
This is a 100% blood diamond free Discord server.
If someone offers you a blood diamond, just say no.
True. Especially if it's Elon Musk.
Too easy. Time for me to move.
Speaking of horror games that have also recently come out, it seems that there's also an uptick, or at least a trend, of games that are actually based with theme parks or animatronics.
You
or
can just say mascot, yeah. This is just
Ready
mascot horror stuff.
I know, it seems like it's trying to make a comeback, and there's also a lot of ARG, which, I don't mind ARG, but maybe be careful with that.
I mean, putting it bluntly, the original FNAF is functionally over, and what's been on the table at the moment has been less than great, I guess you could say. So I feel like there's a proverbial power vacuum in the mascot horror scene. Admittedly, people were trying to do that way before that happened anyway. So it's more just that people are trying to cash in on a popular variant of horror game. That also appeals to children, you know, children are a big market.
Because kids can handle horror just as much as adults can.
Oh no, it's just, you can make baby horror.
Let's do this. This should do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Freddy doesn't do anything on camera. He just goes, and then the game ends.
There's like a very like mild implication of like you get shoved into an animatronic suit, but like there have been more and more games where it's like, oh no, you're getting grabbed, oh then nothing happens. Okay, cool, gotcha. All right, awesome, great.
Like in Garten of Bonbon.
Like Ban,
That's just bad.
like poopy
Like,
playtime.
full stop.
Yeah, Garten of Bonbon is just booty butt.
Ready when you are.
I'm sorry, I love saying that. What do you say?
Garden of Banbana's mascot Sloth.
I'm good to go.
It is flop, man. I've actually seen the full.
Good to go.
I don't know why the fuck I do this to myself. I watched Super Horror Bro and Pastra play the entirety of Garden of Banban series from 0 all the way to fucking
Well,
7.
because even if you're not particularly interested in it, you'll watch like a YouTuber play and then you'll like sit there and go, haha, this is so bad, I'm so glad I didn't spend any fucking money on this garbage.
Give a goddamn shit about The Secret of the Mimic. I'm just watching it because it's funny to watch Dokibird watch it, play it.
I like watching Markiplier get increasingly disillusioned with the thing that made him popular.
But he's
if
the
he's not
king.
if he's not in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I'm gonna lose it.
I found a little something.
Either. But no, I was actually watching Pastra and Super Horror Bro play the Garten of Banban games.
Like
Because
Garden of Butthole.
Pastra's also #1.
I mean, here, I gotta fold up my shit. Yeah, I'll take some exploration.
Of course, I don't exactly know if you guys know who Pastra is.
Not in the slightest.
Oh, really?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
He's a YouTuber who has a lot of really good artwork. Like, really good artwork.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of horror artwork that might just be up your alley, Orange.
There's just a lot of like mind text about how he has friends on his side and friendship is the strongest thing in the universe and he'll overcome any obstacle. Free time.
It's been so long.
I always think of that bit from Anti-Don's Big Ol' House of Fun whenever we get free time.
Oh hey, they have a little thing that tells you where the person is on the floor now. Good update.
Neat.
Let's watch a movie with Darumi.
It's gonna be pornography or horror or erotic horror.
I've unlocked the keyword #horror. Horror. Oh, that was it? Okay.
Oh, no description of it? Alright.
I know we unlocked the fucking, I know we got, like, the whole thing where we can, like, get, like, the friendship points with people now. I mean, I guess, let's go use the fucking item-o-matic. The Giftatron. Let's see, I think we already gave her splatter movies and depressing eroge. Let's see, Pretty Shell, Simple Toy, Rubik Cube. Sturdy rubber balloons. Dear sister, I mean, I know who to give that to. Fuck. Festival goods, fortune telling, planisphere, bath salt. Makeup brush, scalpel. And I guess we can give that to Mr. Assassin Boy. Reverse blade sword, replica, infuser, walk. Gold gas can. I mean, there's at least two other people who...
Vehicle and tools. I feel like that'd be either Tsubasa or...
I'm getting
fucking
Tsubasa vibes from this guy, from this one.
I imagine she would appreciate both vehicle and tools.
She like vehicle and tool, you know? Here's
Okay,
tool.
I just linked one of Pastra's videos on how Survival Horror's greatest monster was ruined in the RE3 remake.
No, yeah, I mean, like, it's fairly straightforward how they fucked it up. They just made it so, like, rather than being like a rather than being a pursuer, yeah, no, they made it fucking shorter is actually a really big problem. But like, fucking, what's his name? He just shows up during very specific scripted encounters, and there's never a time where she's like actively trying to fight this, like actively like trying to run away from it. It's very linear. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like the worst thing in the world, it's just a slightly worse RE2 remake. Just like how Resident Evil 3 was a slightly worse RE2.
They took away all of Claire's agency.
Claire's not in RE3. You mean Jill?
Yeah, they took away all of her agency
Sorry.
by taking her out of the game.
Wrong character. Sorry. But
I
yeah, they
mean-
took away Jill's agency when it came to fighting Nemesis.
Now that she fucking kills the shit out of Nemesis, what are you talking about?
Just watch Poster's video.
What is it about, like, how she gets infected and then you play as Carlos during one segment? That's not the worst thing in the...
Doesn't that happen, like, in the original game? She, like, gets infected and Carlos fucks off and comes back and then you're playing as Jill again? It's just without the
That's not
playable
what I'm talking
Carlos
about.
section.
Like, I don't know what you would mean, like, what? Like, being able to run away from Nemesis? Like, I don't know. Oh, like, because you can't fight him
No.
back during those segments?
Yes.
I mean, you still kill the shit out of him. Like, it's just more
does
linear
Leon not
now.
have agency because he can't fight.
Because, yeah, like, Leon
Mr.
can't kill
X.
Mr. X in the same way.
Oy.
I mean, like, the ultimate problem is that they just made it a bit more linear, which isn't great. But it's not, like, removing her agency as a character. Oh, I know who to give it to that. I know who to give it that to, yeah. Here's a Kako Mini Standy.
Oh.
Wow. For me? Yes. Thank you.
Yes!
Ooh.
Great job!
Science.
Fair
Oh,
Science.
Nice job, super shit.
It's up to 4. Ugh.
Alright, back to
Sorry.
the fucking
Almost-
Giftatron.
Was that the bite of 89?
with the bite of 87.
Also tangentially related. You don't have to agree with every opinion a YouTuber you like gives you. For example, I think
Yeah, I
that
think Pat's a fucking crazy maniac.
I think that Cosmonaut
no,
Variety
no.
Hour is really
Oh,
fucking
fucking
stupid
hate
when it comes to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
What?
Wait, what did
He does
say?
not like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Who doesn't like JoJo?
Cosmonaut Variety Hour.
I'm unfamiliar.
I have no idea who that is.
He's a nice little YouTuber outside of some things I have like very minor agreements with him about. He does a little,
Yeah,
little
guys.
movie review. He gives very like, I guess you would describe it as a bit more like he's a lot less forgiving of like superhero movie shenanigans. I guess the word might be.
I've seen geeks and gamers tear that stuff apart as well.
Notice some AIs in this game break after you tiger drop them. Like break for a little bit.
Oh fuck! He
and, like,
negated
do-
all my
and they'll do, like, a
damage.
string on like the other side of the arena.
That massage gadget looked a lot like a.
Yeah,
That's the joke.
I mean they
you
all
Yeah.
do. The trick is massage gadgets are just so vibrators most of the time.
Mm.
That's why Sanrio very quickly stopped selling the Hello Kitty massage gadget because they were
Hello
like,
Kitty
oh,
shouldn't
fuck.
help you jerk off.
They
No.
were like, oh fuck, people are making pornography with this.
Well, that's a
Uh,
sentence I didn't even think
Here,
I'd hear in my
Darumi,
life.
you like skeletons, don't you?
This is horror and also do you like ornaments? Whatever.
Do you like ornament
Skeleton.
horror?
I don't feel like I deserve nice things, but I'll take
We
this
know.
anyway.
We know your backstory,
I'll
Donnie.
take. Damn, not even any
Do we-
points. Just like full.
Did we discuss her backstory? Did I miss that?
No, yeah, no, we got into her backstory. She's just sad all the time and keep raised in a bad home and so on and so forth. Another
And
day
possibly
with nothing.
because Yuriko was also the one who
Mhm.
told us more about that.
She loves killing games because her life was like a killing game. And now she wants everybody else to be like that, except not anymore because it's kind of cringe. And you know what's not cringe? Friendship.
I don't
More
know, I mean,
training!
friendship- Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and suck my mouth on that one for a little bit.
Who up sucking on they mouth? Don't answer that.
Who is Pikmin in Fallout 4?
What?
I saw a meme and I'm trying to understand it.
Oh, I know who to give this to. Here you go. Oh, wait, I already gave it to her. Fuck.
I also told my
Give it
my,
to
uh, co-
Zoe.
I also told my coworkers that we managed to watch the version of Minecraft that didn't have the original rendering, and he was just like, "That sounds like the best fucking time possible."
True, it was a good time.
I was like trying to find a clip of that birthday song, and like I can't find a version that's actually from the completed movie.
Free time.
Free time.
I'm so full of free time. Yum, yum.
I guess
yum,
all the
yum, yum.
free time for this route just happens at the end.
They backloaded it.
Yeah, apparently my coworker ended up seeing the actual presentation of the film with his daughter in theaters because she wanted to see it. So I'm pretty sure he actually suffered through the better version of this film.
Excuse me, we watched the best version of this film. Don't get it twisted.
Fair, man.
Actually, wait a second. Does the old-fashioned Scooter count as giving it? Yeah, no, she likes Scooter, I think.
Yeah.
She
'cause
wanted
her dad
Scooter,
had-
here's Scooter.
Yeah, because her detective dad had one.
More like Scoot her, am I right?
No.
That doesn't mean anything, and I'm glad.
Be thankful.
You should be grateful.
Phew.
Give it up for... Oh, okay. Who could it be at this hour? Open the door on this... Oh, hello, child! It's pretty late. Do you need something? Amin's face was twisted in agony. What is it?
I intercepted the wireless comms just now and ascertained the size of Vishna's army.
Really? How big is it?
Much bigger than I had anticipated.
Oh, shucks.
The Supreme Commander's claim about having the strongest army in history was no idle boast.
So, what are you saying?
If she comes at you with the full force of that army, your chances of victory are 0.
0? That's an exaggeration, right? We won't know for sure unless we try.
We know! You need to give my calculation skills more credit. Not only is the army massive, they have also procured a large amount of extinguishing agents capable of putting out the wall of fire.
Oh, damn, okay.
Unfortunate.
And do not forget they have Veshnes leading them. The battle is as good as lost already.
That's quitters talk! I hit by a wave of dizziness and almost collapsed on the spot. Should I even burden the others with this new revelation? They had supported me because they believed we could fight off Veshnes together, but now...
That is why I have come to you. I have a proposal that can avert total annihilation.
A proposal? You mean there's still a way out of this?
There is, and it's incredibly simple. We activate your escape pod before Veshnes arrives.
We're gonna use the baby! Pod? We're seeing ducks right now precisely because we can't make it work! Only Veshnes' has cryptoglobe been strong enough to power it now.
We need not remain fixated on her. You have cryptoglobe in a far greater power than Veshnes can ever dream of right here in this academy. The Divine Infant.
I'd never heard him called by that name before, but I knew what she was talking about. Or who she was talking about, rather. His face immediately surfaced in my mind. You mean the baby in the defense room? In the defense room on the 3rd floor of the academy was a baby in a capsule. The undying flames being produced by the baby's body around the clock were also being stored in missiles. It would take 100 days for all the missiles to be filled with undying flames. That was the reason we were here defending the academy. How do you know about him?
It has been a
Have I
minute.
not already mentioned I once headed the intelligence department on the other side?
She did say that.
I am more familiar with your secret weapons powers than anyone else.
Yeah, they do clearly know that the baby's there, or else they wouldn't be trying so hard to kill you.
Truth.
Yeah.
In fact, I would venture to say I know more than you and your friends. You have not even been told the half of it.
I'm so
Can you tell me
fucking
the
smart.
rest of it?
Yeah, actually, can you tell us the half of it?
That
other
would
half of
that'll
it?
be useful in other
Mhm.
routes.
Powering up the escape pod will be trivial with the cryptoglobin of the Divine Infant. Nevertheless, there are risks involved. Once the baby is dead, the protective wall of fire around the academy will disappear. Veshnes is likely to seize that opportunity to launch her final assault. However, given the current size and scale of her army, it may not be so nimble as it once was.
Veshnes and our army don't factor into this. We're not killing the baby!
Your anger is warranted. This is undoubtedly an illogical measure.
Killing a baby is bad.
But Takumi, Even if you do not kill him for this purpose. Did you know he'll be dead in another week anyway?
Yeah,
Huh?
we haven't like talked to the baby at all at any point during this route.
Mhm.
He just kind of pieced out after Takumi is after the first day of this one.
The missiles he's creating in that defense room are ruthless weapons designed to raise all life on this planet. Including himself.
Ah, shit. If the baby was gonna die on day 100 anyway, maybe it wouldn't be a crime to kill him just a few days before. No! Absolutely not! You can't ask me to kill a friend! It's me, the 18-year-old baby. Even if we haven't seen him in a while, he's still our friend. So what if he was destined to die another week anyway? Killing him ourselves is out of the question.
You are perfectly justified to feel reluctant. It is not a path I would willingly tread either. But hear me out, Takumi, as cruel as this may sound. Might it not actually be your duty to kill the baby?
Will you kill the baby, Takumi? Do it! Kill the baby!
It's so stupid.
My duty? What's that?
Why, you ask? It is obvious.
The baby.
Because you killed my mother, Ava.
She wanted me to! The baby didn't ask for this.
Baby never asked for any of this.
I do not hate you for what you did, since my mother chose her own fate.
Okay.
But
But now that you have stained your hands with her blood, you are obligated to keep going in that same vein to the very
No,
end.
I'm not. What the fuck do you mean?
You're
No, the
just
fuck I'm not.
You're just saying shit to me, actually.
I think it was her culture.
It is irrational that you could kill Ava, yet refuse to kill the baby.
I don't think so. I
So
mean,
Ava lived like a full life.
This is a
The-
very different set of circumstances, I feel like.
The baby lived like a full life, or no, not let me rephrase that. Ava lived like a full life, she was like an adult woman. Sure, the baby's like technically 18 years old, but he's lived his entire life in a pod.
this is so fucking weird.
Hey, with scraps.
Is this just like a guilt trip?
My past sins
Yeah.
continue to haunt me even now, driving me into corners and forcing me to make unpleasant decisions. What
Yeah, I
Kunyun
see what
said
you're
made
Sadaka.
sense. It was my duty as Ava's killer to kill the baby as well.
It's like the law. This isn't an if-then statement. This isn't like if kill Ava, then kill baby.
It's not
That's
if
how it
those-
works.
Then.
Like,
Oh my god, you are right.
like this doesn't make any sense.
The Drake. Sorry, I had to take a sip of Dr. Pepper. I needed it.
You don't need to take action right away. However, do remember that time is running out. I will be waiting in the underground storeroom. When you feel ready, bring the baby's body to me there.
The pit, Fallout 3. Kamiun left me alone in my room to think over her proposal. Do I have the option to eat the baby?
Why?
That was silly.
Absorb its power.
True. The baby's power is what got us here in the first place. If I could just turn back the clock again.
Eat the baby's power a second time. Think of how much more time travel I could do.
I'm so I'm powered by babies.
Oh my god.
I threw myself into bed and stared at the ceiling, but I couldn't think clearly. I just couldn't, because this if then statement doesn't make any sense. You killed my mom, Takumi. Means you gotta kill the baby.
Kodaka, I see your writing work now.
I laid awake in bed, and I mean Uchikoshi wrote everything but the main ending. I laid
Who's
awake
to
in
say that
bed
Kodaka
until
didn't have a
morning.
hand in this?
Unable to sleep. All I needed to do was simple enough. I had to kill the baby! That was it! Go into the defense room, kill the baby there, get his cryptoglobin. But could I really do that? Morally? Baby.
You talk to the baby? Like, you haven't talked to baby this entire time.
I felt a sudden, desperate urge to see the others. I got up from bed and started to wander around school in search of my friends. We haven't been to the lunchroom in a minute.
No food problems this go round.
Mhm.
Good morning, Takumi.
Mr. Sumino, you came right on time.
We were just having killed baby food. What? What?
Lord,
We found
stop!
Baby.
Just seeing like
Rating X.
just imagining everybody going
Guys,
kill
you're
the
the
baby.
fucking picture of Thor.
Mm-hmm. Ice skin infant baby. Ema and Kako bounced over to greet me the moment I stepped inside the cafeteria.
Oh,
Please try this.
it's their fuck ass food.
Yo, they got those fucking they got those fucking
They got the apple.
They got those, like, little-
rabbit.
they got those fun animal plates that they tried to sell you on Cartoon Network.
Oink
They're
oink
called
Zoo Pal.
Zoo
Yeah, Zoo Pals!
They
Let's
make you
go! What is it?
A special kids lunch my dear sister and I came up with.
You know, for kids and
Oh,
babies.
Something like
Actually
this for
kinda
the
cute.
street kids.
Stop.
Once we get to the artificial satellite.
Actually, no, you're not allowed to
It's
cook.
going to be our way of atoning for what we've done.
This is actually delicious. I'm sure the kids
I
will
hope-
love it. When did
I
you
know
two
it's
learn how
not-
to cook?
I know it's not
That's a
gonna
good
be,
question.
but I hope the impetus for this one is Takumi just going like, you know what? I bet I could do better. Let's run that back.
Considering how adventurous the twins have always been with their cuisine, I'm surprised that they're attempting a more conventional dish. They were serious about what they'd said, and were already working toward it. Yeah, okay,
Once we
already...
make to the satellite,
yeah,
we're still
that's
gonna
what we're
do that
doing.
thing we talked about.
I finished the lunch and then decided to go somewhere else. The library!
Yeah, I mean, what do you think
Takumi.
about killing babies? I need
Drop
your
by
advice
for
on
some morning
this.
reading too.
I'm reading
this book called Sophie's Choice.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I thought it'd be nice for a change. What are you reading?
Medical books related to biology. I'm going to relearn everything from the basics.
Oh.
How else can I become a good doctor, right?
I might be able to deliver some babies later. You weren't
Oh
joking
my
about the
God,
doctor dream,
stop!
huh?
Doctor, doctor.
You are enjoying hearing me cringe verbally.
No,
Yeah,
I just
I'm
think
retiring from the assassin business.
I just think this situation is hilarious. You killed my mom, so now you have to kill the baby.
It really is a stupid situation.
I'd already resolved to do it the day I made Kyoshika take that poison.
Next time,
Huh.
be on the life-saving side. It's the only way I can atone for what I've done.
He turned back to the medical book solemnly. Yukama was already making plans for the future. But then I distracted him and headed out of the library. The library.
Library.
Is she already typing up an eroge?
I would not be
Then was
shocked
typing
if she
furiously
was.
on a keyboard in the war room.
Huh? Oh, it's just you, Takumi. I'm busy writing. Talk later.
Oh,
Writing
she's
what?
so ready.
A novel?
The scenario, you silly goose. Remember I said I'd make the best hero game in the world?
She has so many ideas.
I
don't
love
even know.
porn, Takumi! I love porn!
I always thought I'd start working on it for getting my artificial satellite, but I can't stop this momentum now.
Dude, do you have like a USB drive? Are you typing this up in Google Docs?
I've been so caught up, I've already pulled 2 all-nighters in a row.
Where's that enthusiasm in my life?
I need that enthusiasm in my
We'll just
life.
make
What the
more
fuck?
Eroge, Con.
You know, it's true. I haven't tried writing porn. Maybe we should start that now, Con. You know, that
Well, I've already written
that
two
Toxic Yuri VN jam is still going. There's a chance.
Well, I've already been handwriting porn, but I don't think anybody here wants to get involved in that.
Handwriting, what are you
Handwrite it.
delivering?
Just
Are
some-
you putting it in an envelope?
You putting that shit in cursive?
Yeah.
Yeah! Durumi's eyes were shining with life. I can hardly believe that this was the same girl who frequently talked about killing herself only a few days ago. I'm glad to see you're so passionate about it, but why the sudden urge to start now?
Because this is really the only thing I can do. My whole life's been a steaming pile of crap. Crap-bearded crap.
They based that one thing called metamorphosis off of me. What the fuck, Darumi?
Doesn't she die at the end of that? What?
He does.
Nah, this is this place is the version where Josuke saves her life.
What the fuck? That's a thing?
Yeah.
So someone made a
Like,
silly
there's like
version.
a handmade like final page where Josuke just finds her.
Yeah, uses crazy diamond to fix her and then walks away. And then she like lives a happy life afterwards.
What the fuck kind of rewrites?
Then one day it dawned on me. Maybe I can write something that touches the hearts of those whose lives are just as crappy as mine.
Maybe my
With porn!
story can even be something that brings comfort to others. Then I'd be just like Mistress Hideko.
Darumi.
Fuck, that's nice.
Darumi was trying her best to carry on Hiroko's legacy in her own way. Her legacy of saving others. With the best damn porn you've ever read! I watched Darumi hammer away at the keyboard for a while longer before leaving. Not Claire DeLune.
It's important.
Why?
I heard sound coming from the metal shop and decided to peek inside where I saw Nozomi. She was on a sewing machine working on a piece of clothing.
Morning, Takumi.
Morning, are you making clothing?
Yeah. I was thinking of making Kami in some street clothes. That priestess dress doesn't look very comfortable.
You're really stepping into your big sister role, huh? Someone was always so tense before, but now she seemed completely at peace with herself.
I intend to do for Kami everything my mom couldn't do for me.
I'll cook for her every day. Dress her up in pretty clothes. Go out together. And also... Oh, so many things. I just can't wait to get to the artificial satellite.
To Nozomi, living a peaceful life with family was what happiness meant. I watched her work on the dress for a little while more before taking my leave. Oh, hey, Tsubasa.
Takumi! I finally found you!
Tsubasa ran up to me when she spotted me walking down a hallway. What's wrong? What's the emergency?
Check this out! It's my attempt at the perfect house layout for our roommate situation!
God damn! Oh wow, Sumino has the biggest room because they're gonna share it together.
I know I'm probably jumping the gun here, but once I got started, I just couldn't stop.
She showed me the layout she had drawn up and explained how it would be furnished.
The TV definitely has to go here. It's the only space we can fit a sofa big enough for all of us. No east-facing windows in Yugamo or Darumi's rooms for sure, since they're nocturnal. Your room will be in the corner for more privacy, so no one will hear us when we're alone together.
You see that, Takumi? Promises of sex. All you have to do is kill that baby! Seeing Tsubasa smile so radiantly as she talked about our life together warmed my heart. I wanted to reach out and hold her closer, to protect her, and give her the brightest future ever.
For this to come true, we'll have to beat Veshness first, but that's no problem. She and her army will be no match for us.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. One way or another.
I wonder if we're ever gonna figure out who the original sponsor was.
I'm the original sponsor. Everyone's already taking firm steps towards their futures.
This F game is pissing me off.
I want to make sure they've all got to the artificial satellite and start living those lives. But to do that, is killing the baby and taking his cryptoglobin really the only way? If Veshness and her army really were impossible to defeat, it was our only option. But does that make it right? I knew the answer. Of course it didn't. Should I send everyone to the artificial satellite even if it means doing something terrible by killing the baby? Or should I take my chances and rally everyone to face Veshness' final attack? I have to make a choice. What am I gonna do here?
Oh
Decision
shit!
time.
Okay,
Decision game.
do we go kill Happy, or do we go kill Monger?
What?
Say Killmonger.
Oh man, think that through when I said it out loud.
We're killing the baby. We're doing both of these anyway.
Takumi trilogy.
There's no other way.
Dark Takumi tribute.
I have to kill the baby.
Funniest route.
Well, you see, hopefully this will tell us what's going up on that artificial satellite.
You see, that's my main thing, is that if we can actually, like, guarantee a shot at the satellite, I want to see what's going on up there. My responsibility as leader to ensure everyone made it to the artificial satellite safety. For that to happen, I have to stain my hands with blood one last time. But I can't do it now. Someone's bound to notice me walking into the defense room in broad daylight. I don't want anyone to see me doing this, as I would do it secretly, in the middle of the night, away from the watchful eyes of others. Kill the baby.
Oh my god.
In the middle of the night. Like, why they made my room to the door in front of the defense room. The baby's on the other side of this door. He was generating undying flames in his capsule even as I stood there.
Why has baby not talked to us at all?
He said that, like, a great, like, trouble was coming, so he wouldn't be saying much of anything during this route.
I suppose.
I guess Double Ato really fucked up the situation, huh? The door was protected by undying flames, too. They would rekindle almost instantly, even with repeated use of fire extinguishers. With undying flames not even fire extinguishers could put out, this room was an impregnable fortress. But that wouldn't be a problem for me in this enhanced suit. The suit Hiriko retrieved for us at the cost of her life, and the suit Ato left behind. Commune combined the materials of both to create an enhanced suit that could even withstand the heat of the undying flames. If the undying flames can't hurt me, this door is no longer unassailable. And this hydraulic hammer should be more than enough to break it down. Guys, I'm gonna get us what we need. The crystal globe we need to escape to launch the escape pod. As I mumbled those words under my breath, I took a step closer to the door. And then he showed up. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? What the? You! The ghost boy suddenly manifested in front of the very door, protecting his physical form. He chose a really bad time to show up against such a long absence. No. Yeah, Noir.
Why are you so surprised? Aren't you here to kill me?
No, of course not.
You don't need to hide it from me, Takumi. I have a good grasp on the situation.
I mean, it's true. He's not like a.
You need to kill me for the cryptoglobe and to power the escape pod you found underground, right?
Huh? How'd you know? If I weren't feeling well enough to move around.
He's not that unknowing, to be honest. He's kind of omniscient, but not that omniscient.
Mm-hmm. He's a little bit troubled. Wait, a space known as blood space in this world? Wait, I don't remember him saying that. The cryptical energy. Oh, there we go. The malicious aura from the future. Yeah, there we go. Oh, am I the malicious aura?
Are you?
Ato.
Oh, it was Ato.
Probably Ato, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was Ato.
This may sound strange, but the blood space corruption was purified a little while ago, and I suddenly recovered.
It was Aito!
For the last few days, I've been going around school every night to gather information and figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. That's when I saw you discussing my assassination with a girl I'd never seen before.
Are we talking with Commune?
You were talking about whether or not you would kill me. I've been watching you since yesterday to see what decision you'd end up making. And as I expected, you've decided to kill me.
Hold on. So you're here to stop me?
I wish I could. After all, who would want to die right after recovering from an illness? Unfortunately, my powers are useless against you. Undying flames have no effect on that strange suit you're wearing. That's why you wore it here, right?
Yeah.
It looks like my guess was correct. I'm powerless to stop you from committing this crime.
Suddenly something happened to the undying flame protecting the door. They completely vanished.
Huh?
Did you do that? But why?
It's pointless to fight back. I've decided to accept my death gracefully. Go ahead and kill me, Takumi. It's okay. The escape pod needs my cryptoglobin to fly, right?
Come fly with me, Takumi. You're willing to die to help us?
All of you have been fighting so hard to defend my body from the invaders, after all. It's only right that I do something for you in return.
I was touched to my core by that baby's kind-heartedness. Now we could go to the artificial satellite without fighting Veshness.
But I need you to promise me one thing.
What is it?
I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but...
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
What? 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 Why not?
Think about it. Think about everything you've done. You killed Ato before he even did anything on day 2, and now you're trying to kill a defenseless baby.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
It's dangerous. Letting you on the satellite could cause trouble for a lot of people.
What the hell?
So I want you to die with me. Here on this planet.
How are you going to stop me? Like, actually.
Don't the ghost boy had the impression I was some kind of heartless serial killer. But who could blame him? I killed a lot of people, and now I was trying to do the same to him.
If you promise me you won't take the escape pod to the artificial satellite, I'll give you my word. I'll let you use me as fuel without any resistance.
Do I want to stay behind on Earth by myself? Of course not. I had my own dreams, and I wanted to see how the others fulfilled theirs as well. I couldn't bear to accept this condition, but... Alright, I promise.
I won't get on the escape pod. I'll stay here.
I made a promise I didn't intend to keep. Y'all, let's go, Takumi!
You just fucking lie, like, who cares?
The baby would be dead by then, so it wouldn't matter anyway.
That's a relief. My life won't have been wasted if I can take you down with me.
Sounds really relieved when he said that. A moment later, he vanished. I just can't seem to get away from the bad guy rule. Communicating directly with the person I was about to kill only added to the weight of my guilt, but there was no time for hesitation. It's time to carry out my final murder. There's no need to stay in that suit now that the undying flames were gone. I took it off and transferred it into my class armor instead, and I started breaking down the door.
Just so they don't have to make a new asset.
With the flames to protect it, it didn't stand a chance. Without the flames to protect it. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under my attacks. The damage grew heavier and heavier, until at long last, it was completely destroyed. I dashed right into the defense without stopping. Yeah! With a loud cry, I charged towards the baby's capsule. I had a strong feeling that my guilt would paralyze me if I hesitated for even a moment. So I just kept running with all my strength. Ah! Don't stay calm. Get agitated. Throw out all your common sense. I keep reading those words to myself as I raise my sword with a racing heart. Slice through the capsule with the baby still inside it.
System down. System down. Emergency. Emergency. Switching to reserve power supply. Restore system immediately.
Emergency announcement began playing as I took the baby's body out of the capsule.
Full system. Error. Emergency. Reserve power depleted. All systems shutting down.
Lights went on. I quickly ran through the bedarkened school campus. Handed the body over to Commune, who had been waiting in the storeroom.
Takumi, you did as I asked. I am sorry you always have to be forced to take on the painful responsibilities. I am truly sorry.
Never mind that. Just get the escape pod ready. I'll go call the others. Down to the stairs of the school towards the roof. Wake up, everyone! Head to the escape pod hangar right now! Wake up, the escape pod's ready! Cut out every door on the roof to wake everyone up.
Huh? What happened?
Is there an enemy attack?
Just head to the hangar now! Everybody wake up! I ferried my confused friends towards the underground hangar. Everyone crowded into the escape pod.
I thought we couldn't
What's going on? I thought we couldn't
It's
use
voice
the
acted,
escape
Con. It's
pod.
voice acted.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear.
Did you find a substitute? Who in the world could sub for Veshnes?
Hey, wait. What do we do about the invader army? I glanced out of the window as we were running here, and the wall of fire was gone. The school's completely defenseless right now.
Isn't the wall of fire powered by the baby in the defense room? If the wall is down, something must have happened to the baby. And here's the escape pod suddenly ready to take off.
Stop connecting dots, Yugama. We gotta go.
Does that mean the fuel being used to power this pod is...
Takumi, you didn't.
The jig was up. My friends had figured out I'd done the unforgivable once more. I closed my eyes and kept silent, fearful that they would turn on me. However, Tsubasa and Yugama each took one of my hands into theirs and squeezed hard, tightly without saying anything. I'll share your guilt with you. That was what it felt like they were trying to tell me.
Sorry, Takumi.
You did that despicable deed? For us?
I know, I'm so heroic.
That makes us accomplices. You should have just let me tank bad guy roles like this.
One by one, the others started
You know, it's
commiserating
not a
with
bad
me.
idea.
The moment hit me that they weren't going to despise me. Tears of relief started welling up in my eyes, and my desire to go to the artificial satellite with these people even stronger than before.
How long until takeoff?
Just a little more. The takeoff sequence is proceeding smoothly. We just have to trick the AI into thinking today is day 100.
As soon as she said that, the inside of the pod started shaking, making it difficult for us to keep standing.
Seats! This is gonna be a rough launch. Expect at least 8G.
What the heck's
That's a
8G?
lot.
I didn't know phone tech was that advanced already.
I think she means the gravitational force pushing against our bodies when we take off.
How strong is 8G? Strong
I
enough
guess
to rip your heart out of your body
cryptoglobin-
if you don't strap down. Get to your seats, everyone.
Most humans can withstand around 2 to 6 Gs. Sustained 6 Gs kills you.
Launch in 400 seconds.
I guess the
Leading up to
cryptoglobin
the
makes you
non-directional
stronger.
attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system. Special defense unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard.
Where did Kyoshika record
immediately.
this?
You know, like, so the missiles were fueling up, like, a little bit. Wouldn't they, like they've been fueling for at least 90 days. Like, unless all the juice just, like, suddenly
They
left
might destroy
the
most of
missiles.
the world. Maybe.
Communists specifically had
We don't
missiles to
know.
trick the... I mean, like, from what I mean, Aito, like, specifically absorbed all the cryptoglobin that, like, the baby was producing and all that stuff, which would have included all the missiles and all that stuff. But in this case, the missiles are still going, but, like, there should still be stuff in the tank, thankfully. I was racing and my breathing became faster. Finally, we were finally returned to the artificial satellites. All our dreams were gonna come true! Together!
I want to make something.
Feeding hungry.
Zoo pals!
Feeding hungry
My
kids.
story
Arrogay!
be just.
Big sister.
Alright, it's gonna come along to go ahead and wreck this.
But everything is over now.
Everyone's
The
just
next
violently
announcement
shaking.
takes, this pod will be ejected
On
to
the fucking
schoolyard.
boat during episode 1 of Umineko.
Exactly, that's what I was
Directly to the
most
Run the
artificial
Neko
satellite.
boat. Why was the Uineko boat so goddamn
I
aggressive?
don't know why they put that in the PS3 version. It's not like
See.
that anywhere else. Second announcement played the shaking and the escape pod became even more intense.
Finally time! Let's go!
Special defense unit members,
To outer space we go!
Wow. I'm actually
I think it's
so
funny because, like,
excited.
I finally decided to go to the artificial satellite with everybody, and it's in an even worse scenario because even more people are dead.
omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
It's over, Takumi. Yeah. It feels like it's been a really long nightmare.
Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod.
This long and hellish nightmare of ours was finally ending today. We were going to the artificial satellite.
8. An omnidirectional attack will launch moment.
Huh?
That's we got cut off halfway. It wasn't just the announcement. All the mechanical noises around us had stopped. The inside of the pod was eerily silent.
Happening? What's going on? We out of power?
Has the takeoff been reset? Commune, what is this?
I don't understand. Why was the takeoff aborted at this stage?
Ah, fuck. Commune stood up from her seat in a fluster and booted up the internal PC to check what had caused the disruption.
Insufficient insufficient propellant energy? That is...
Are you fucking kidding me?
Not even the baby's blood is strong enough to power the escape pod? It can't be. His cryptoglobin was supposed to be in a league of its own.
Exactly! For it to be insufficient is inconceivable. Just 1 second ago, the power was so strong, I was having trouble keeping it in check.
Tommy keeps staring at the screen, completely
The
stunned.
energy in the propellant keeps going down even as we speak. It's almost as if it's deliberately refusing to allow us to take...
Oh my god, that's right, the ghost energy!
The spirit of the baby.
The moment Kamiun said that,
refuses.
something would have transpired before. The promise I made to the baby just before he died. You thought you could get away? You thought? Bitch!
You can't get on that.
Was the escape pod being stalled from taking off because I broke my promise? Was his will preventing you from reaching the artificial satellites? I should have gotten off the pod the moment I realized I was the one holding it back. Everyone would be saved then, everyone except me, but... I just couldn't give up on my dream. Becoming roommates with Tsubasa, Yugamu, and Darumi on the artificial satellite, happily living day to day despite being dirt poor. Head of the unforgivable so that we could all attain that dream together. Killing all those people would be for nothing if I died here. I couldn't bear to get off the escape pod. Weighed down by my hopes and dreams for the future, my body simply refused to move.
Isn't there anything we can do? We just need cryptoglobin, right? Kill me and take mine!
Mine too! I'd gladly die to make sure Mr. Tsubasa stays alive! What the heck are you two suggesting? That's not happening! Calm down, brother dearest!
No, I should be the one to get off. Leader shouldn't cling to life so disgracefully. It is my duty to sacrifice myself and save the others. Get off, 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 get off! Get off the stupid pod, Takumi! But I still couldn't muster up the resolve. Thought that I'd never see my friends again paralyzed me. Nozomi, Ima, Kako, Darumi, Yugamu, Kamiun, and... I would never see Tsubasa again either. As when learning the time was up, echoed through the inside of the pod.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Defense mode initiated.
Vashness must have mobilized her army to attack the school after noticing the wall of fire disappeared. There was no time for us to escape anymore. Our big gamble had failed. All because I shamelessly tried to survive alongside the others. We rushed out of the pod to take on Vashness and her troops. The invader army wasn't as large as I had imagined. Vashness must have organized her troops in a hurry to seize the window of opportunity while the wall of fire was down. We were more or less evenly matched with her hastily thrown together squad. Invaders came swarming into the school from all directions, and all we could do was kill, 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 kill. Like an actual fighter? Oh, well. By around daybreak, we had virtually annihilated all invaders except for Vashness and her main force. Valerian was the Supreme Commander herself. If we could take her out, we could survive this. We were so close to a miraculous victory, but it wasn't meant to be. Our greatest weapon, the Revivomatic, broke down from overuse. Unable to come back to life, we started losing our lives one after another, and in the end... though we barely managed to defeat Vashness, she took each and every one of us down with her. Alright, killing the baby's not good. Could have figured that, yeah.
Yeah. No. So, baby murder, not working for ya.
So close and yet so far. I mean here, might as well run back and see what these ones are before we go back.
Take it back now, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, so I guess just don't ask for the yeah before decision. I'm guessing in this scenario we probably just like we ask and then it's just like, yeah, no, we don't then we lost points and everybody died because we didn't know where the fuck to go.
Don't know.
Nuh-uh. No. Hey. Thanks, Mom. Any day now, I think. I don't know. My friends say hi, by the way. Said hi back. I'm just gonna assume that this is going to fucking... This is just gonna be like, and then we died. Mm-hmm. Then we drove out really far. New CG. New CG. New CG. And nothing. And then we died.
Nothing. Nope.
Couldn't find it.
You never
Okay,
know.
so
Stuff could be happening here.
Yeah, the baby route had a whole extended bad end sequence.
Yeah, true. I did 77. We still haven't found any invaders, let alone... Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it could be at least... Oh. Well, I mean, let's just...
The other
continues.
route was so-called
Let's just see.
people in
Okay.
game out.
Damn it, why aren't there any invaders anywhere?
The enemy must have recalled all their troops still loitering around in the vicinity of the school.
Probably so that we can't have them anymore.
What do you know? Mr. Tsubasa's in last place! I don't want her to die! Just kill me for the Void Snow, please!
I already said no to that! What's the point of you trying to keep me alive?
Make me sad like that one more time, and I'll never take a bath with you again.
Oh, okay. They're bathing together? No, wait, don't be distracted by that. Tomorrow's the last day of the third round. Can't earn enough points by tomorrow, Tsubasa will be executed at midnight.
I guess having a rematch with Dalsha is the only way out now.
Yamu quietly made the suggestion.
That super strong commander? I didn't even have time to move during that last fight with him.
Yeah, but beating him seems like the only way for us to save Tsubasa. I figure we should give it a shot. I have a feeling we might bump into him somewhere in the desert.
Taking a chance with a ridiculously powerful enemy rather than sitting yet. Something that Sponsor had said before. Yeah. We were in such a tight spot that making take a major risk with the only thing around, yeah.
How's this sound?
Yep, okay, so I'm guessing we're gonna go try to fight Dalsha without any poison and then die. There's no way this is going to work. It didn't work.
It might. What if it does?
You never know.
It's really gonna work. Oh! Oh!
Okay!
The faces of Takemaru and his team. Since everyone in the special defense unit were targets as well, if we killed them, Tsubasa would be safe. No, what am I even thinking? Shook my head vehemently in an attempt to shake that horrifying thought from my mind. How could I abandon my scruples like that? Am I really that desperate? Just looking at the friends. Yeah, you're playing right into the... What are our options? I tossed and turned on my bed, thinking that problem over again all through the night. There had to be a better way to save Tsubasa. That's it! Above my head lit up. I had found a way to save Tsubasa. Not just that, the method to prevent all future deaths in the game as well. Quickly went about getting things ready for my newly hatched plan. Once I was done... Oh, this is interesting.
Alright, let's see where this goes.
Takemaru was actually the linchpin that was gonna let me leave. Oh, just Tsubasa and I? Alright. Where are we going?
What if we just leave?
What's this all been?
What's this all about, Takumi? You made me drive off in such a hurry. I mean, I don't mind, but shouldn't we have gotten Yugamu and Darumi as well?
They don't have to come along for this. This is our escape! Just you and me!
Our escape?
Yes, we're running away. From the sponsor and their bees.
We're just fucking off.
Let's go from the wind and saw a single bee tailing the bus. That bee was the game monitor, put there to stop the participants from escaping the hunt. He'd follow us to the ends of the earth, so running away was pointless. Or so we made to think. The truth was... Will that bee really follow us everywhere we go? If we use the bus to cover more ground, maybe we can wear it down eventually.
But that beast's physical abilities have been enhanced with Hemo Anim.
This is so funny. Why didn't you just bother to take other people?
It's not going to get tired that easily, right?
I have no idea, but it's worth a shot. No one's ever seriously tried running away from the game before. If you manage to get away safely, you'll be saved. Not only that, but no one else will need to be executed in your place either. Because according to the rules, only the person in last place of each round gets executed. If Tsubasa kept running away while she was in last place, nobody would ever be executed again. This is the fucking reverse Flash bullshit of having to outrun death forever.
A fucking fantastic plan with zero flaws.
If we just keep running, they'll never get us!
This is some bullshit.
But doesn't that mean we'll never be able to go back to the school?
Yeah, but it'll just be you and me together forever. Yeah, but don't worry.
You've gone full yandere.
I've stocked the bus with more than enough food, water, and fuel to last us for a long, long time.
It's not the food I'm worried about. Why are you here with me? Now you can't go back either.
Don't worry about it. Me? I don't sweat it.
Just like that? Shouldn't you think this through a little
Someone
more?
needs to drive the bus while you're asleep.
What's there to think about? Jessica was the most important person in the world to me, so I chose to go with her. It was as simple as that.
Takumi. You really are an idiot.
That worked! She smiled,
Yes.
looking a little exasperated with me.
You're so reckless. Or maybe daredevil is a better word in this case?
Takumi, you're so heroic running away from your problems with me. What were you expecting? Love is blind. Where did this confidence come
Not
from?
they say, Lisa. Love is blind.
What were you expecting? Love is blind, after all.
What? Cut it out! You're some sleazy pickup artist!
I like the idea that Takumi just becomes, like, randomly becomes a huge piece of shit in this playthrough, in this route. After that, we continued to drive the bus, never stopping once. Tsubasa taught me how to drive so I could take over in roads with fewer obstacles. Because of driving around in shifts, I looked out of the window and realized something.
It's gone. It's gone. The bee that's been following us is gone.
Really? It finally gave up?
Yeah, but we can't assume anything yet. We should keep going, just to be sure.
Kept on driving the bus for a few more hours. Eventually it became dark
Can't see
outside.
in front of us at all. Are you sure we can't use the headlights?
I don't think that's a good idea. Bugs are drawn to bright lights at night, aren't they?
There are too many obstacles lying around here for us to use cruise control. I guess the safest option is to stop for now.
Yeah. I don't see the bee anywhere.
The
We'll
bee's
stop
hiding
here and rest till the
underneath
sun
the
comes
bus.
back
You two have found a spot behind some ruins where we could park the bus and nap until morning. Huddled together using the CG again.
Our great escapade went pretty well.
up. The sponsor must be panicking. Now they can't execute you for being in last place.
The execution had been scheduled to take place at midnight, but it was already long past that time. Successfully escaped from the invader hunt.
Boy, this is honestly a huge relief. I don't think we could ever have beaten Dal Shah. I was so sure today would be my last day on Earth. I couldn't sleep a wink last night.
You're so silly.
You're
Promised
so
I wouldn't let
silly.
you die, remember? I'll always be there to protect you.
Tomorrow, too?
Yes. And the day after, and the day after that.
And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. I kept whispering to Tsubasa that I would protect her forever. That must have made her feel safe because a few minutes later, she closed her eyes and the breathing started to even out. Probably tired from the stress and driving all day. I leaned my body against hers and started turning for the night as well. And that's when I fell asleep. Oh shit, whoops, didn't mean to skip that part. With the comforting feeling of Tsubasa's warmth next to me. Maybe that's why I had the most beautiful dream that night. Dream where I was having a nice peaceful breakfast back home in the Tokyo residential complex. Mom was smiling happily. Karua and I were smiling happily. Scene of a time when I was still ignorant of a place I held dear in my heart. I had a burning desire to take Tsubasa there. Promised to do that for her before. If I showed up to a home with a girl, even one who wasn't Karua, I bet Mom would literally start jumping for joy. She'd cook enough to feed an entire village. So much Tsubasa would feel bad that she couldn't eat it all. I would eat surrounded by those I loved. How I longed for that day to come. That was my dream now. I wanted to introduce Tsubasa to my family.
The fact that this is in 3D
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
We could
compared
make it
to
come
every other
true.
CG in the game, because it was like a cutscene at the start, so they put a lot of money into it.
Efficient asset reuse. I was sure of it. Another way to safely escape from the killing game. Until... Oh my fucking god! I no longer had to live in fear that my loved ones might die. Tsubasa and I would always be together. I would always be there to protect her. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Until the end of time.
Oh, that is fucked up, man.
And then Takumi went crazy. Killing game route. Escaping our fate.
See, that's the kind of horror that sticks with you.
Alright, and the other one. Who will we fight first? Oh yeah, this is where we actually try to go fight like Dalsha right away. Before decision.
See, literally, that's the kind of fucking horror that sticks with you.
Decide your destiny! I feel like these are getting a little bit longer because they kind of want to lead you on a little bit, you know?
It makes sense.
We've gotten so long. Surely this is the correct answer. It's a lot longer than the other ones. Oh. Well, let's go beat up Dalsha. We'll fight Dalsha. It's way better if we could avoid fighting the sponsor. Yeah, okay, let's just... Yep, we're gonna beat up Dalsha. Let's go.
So we're just gonna skip all the
Yeah, I
required
just assume
dialogue.
this is gonna end with him with us dying somehow, or
We
his
might.
his goo is going to like get taken, and then we're not gonna be able to like his goo will get taken, and then we're not gonna be able to like actually use it for the rocket, so it's gonna be pointless again.
Don't phrase it like that.
I mean, like if something like actually like bespoke and interesting happens, we can stop just kind of mashing through it, but I think this is just gonna end with us eating shit super hard. Like, days are literally passing by now! Day 87 was when Dalsha finally showed up to the school. His entrance completely defined our expectations, in more ways than one. Dalsha just walked around the school grounds! After finding him standing out there, we rushed out of the school over to where he was standing. When'd you get here?
What happened to the alarm? Why didn't it go off?
What are you talking about?
Is this the commander?
Yeah, his name is Dalsha. He's incredibly strong, so look out.
I was watching from the roof. He just walked through the wall of fire like it was nothing.
What the fuck?
This old timer is to be basically invincible if Undying Flames can't even touch him.
Damn it, this wasn't in the plan. The fight wasn't supposed to start like this. It was also sudden we were thrown off. It was gonna be hard for us to even fight properly now.
I'll give you 1 minute. Calm your mind. Prepare to battle.
Huh.
With that, Dalsha turned away and put some distance between us.
He's waiting? You did mention he didn't like to do sneak attacks or something before, right?
Looks like we've been saved by his code of chivalry.
Yeah, we were about to get completely wiped out before we could even get started. We calmed ourselves during the minute we were given. And then we began our battle against the practically invincible commander. Oh, is it gonna make us fight it? Oh no.
Wait.
Yeah, it is!
Real fight.
Real fight.
Second fight.
I know.
Let us begin. This is our last fight. Everybody, stick to the plan. What plan? Nobody told us anything.
We have traps buried around the school ground.
Yep.
Reckless attacks will get you killed.
Oh, thank God.
It allows us to skip.
Cool. I appreciate that. Thank you, video game. Yep, uh-huh. Yeah, we did it! Yay!
So I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me, but I still don't get it.
Is Veshnas just gonna come out of bumfuck nowhere and kick his ass?
I despaired of dying in that emptiness. Because
Thank you for fighting up.
You could have massacred us if you'd opted for a sneak attack instead.
Yeah.
it was an honor to have now.
These.
Never mind, the sponsor took care of him.
Yeah.
Put the doll shot his body up to the air, and before he could so much as blink, yep.
Fuck you!
Sponsor control the scene.
Great. You're always just in time to ruin things.
Get out of here! I don't even want to look at you!
What are you doing here, sponsor? This isn't your scene. Drop Delshaw's Cryptoglobin and get lost.
Oh, Takumi! I'm so glad to see you're feeling better. But if you're not sick anymore, you should really be hunting. That invader hunt without you is hardly worth running. Turns out, every good game needs a villain. A savage murderer like you.
Shut up and give us the Cryptoglobin. Do you want me to kill you right here?
Okay, settle down. I'll give your prize back here.
Let's clear their throat and begin to imitate the previous sponsor.
This mighty prize among only the most excellent of my hunters. I'll split Delshaw's Cryptoglobin between the current 3 top players. And first, Gary
Yeah, okay.
Mystery will receive the reward. Now then, please accept my gift.
Oh, cool. Alright, yeah, we can launch the escape pod. I was about to keep the smile off my face. I was so happy on the inside that I wanted to dance, but I couldn't show emotions in front of the sponsor. Had to tread carefully until we launched the escape pod. With joy in our hearts, knowing we'd outwitted the sponsor, our team left the schoolyard. We did it! And we got rewarded for it too! Yeah, right for the hangar. We ran down the halls at full tilt. Right up the gym, pulled the floorboards. Into the escape pod hangar. Commune! We got Dalshaw's Cryptoglobin!
We finally did it! Commune, give me a high five!
Held up our hard-won syringes and Cryptoglobin announced the good news to Commune, but...
Huh? Commune?
Ah, it fucking took Commune, didn't it?
Maybe she's taking a nap.
Hey, little Shrine Maiden girl! Come on out already!
Held up, but Commune didn't come. We was focused on our work inside the pod. Checked inside, but... There's no sign of her in the escape pod either.
Why isn't she here? I told her it was dangerous. She needed to stay put.
Maybe she noticed we were fighting Dalshaw and went to see how it was going.
She was really worried about whether we'd be able to win.
Let's look for her. We can't let the twins find her.
Yep, In every location. Up, down, all around. We didn't find shit. The rec room. Nothing about Commune. We grouped in the gym.
She's not here. We can't find her anywhere.
Get out here, might as well. I feel the need to check. I mean, I know it's moving, but it's along the bad end route.
Commune? Where did you go?
Stay calm, Nozomi. It's okay. We're gonna find her.
But if we still haven't found her, it's possible someone took her.
What?
If it was Ima or Kako, they might have already taken her outside the school.
Says there's no point if you don't hunt him outside. Then we need to hurry. We should all search outside.
We ran through the entrance of the schoolyard in search of Commune. Found someone blocking our way. The sponsor. Yeah, get out of the fucking way, Looking for someone. Don't tell me. The
Did you take Commune?
Whoa, God, it bugged out. It says the Nozomi's saying that. What? The sponsor found her.
Where are you hiding her? Give her back. Give her back right now.
You don't need to voice this. I think I know where this is going.
I think so.
You abducted her, didn't you? You snatched a little girl. Can we leave words like abducted and pedo out of this? Strange
My
dude,
God.
living on school property. You should be thanking me.
Please! Give me back my sister!
Oh no. Suddenly just screamed. They must have found it amusing. They love toying with people's emotions. What do you want? What do you want? Where is she? What? Oh, Jesus! Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. There's no way they killed Commune. There we go.
She be.
Oh my God. Wait, Nozomi!
Oh God, Nozomi's broken.
And then she blew up. Ah, shit. And then they got Nozomi. A cruel end for Commune. Alright, glad we got that stuff solved. Now let's
Fucking go fucking die again, Candy. Is anyone else gonna disagree with me on that one? That Ato can fucking die?
No one really.
I mean, he did.
He did die.
But he got better.
He do be dying. Kill the baby.
Okay, so don't kill the baby.
We will not be killing the baby.
Thank you.
What if it works if we try a second time, though?
What if we just keep killing the baby?
No!
No, I won't be cruel and evil. It's your future, after all. No, I can't kill the baby. Killing him wouldn't lead to anyone's happiness. That was the hard lesson I learned during my last 100 days here. I didn't want to make that mistake again. I had to let Commune know my decision. At the underground hangar where Commune was waiting.
You want to face Veshness head on?
That'll work.
You do not know who you're talking about. I told you, your chance of victory is practically nil.
It's Zip, Nada, Nulch, Mulch, Zilch, fuck. I know it's gonna be ridiculously tough, but I'm still doing it. If it has to end here, I want to at least do it on my terms. Power the escape pod by killing the baby is using his blood. Nothing good can come of that.
Stop your delusional thinking. We're fighting a war here. You should always take the path with the quickest solution. The one that will bring the most benefit to all.
You would not believe how wrong that is, actually.
It's true.
The quickest solution. That's exactly why it should be avoided, I think. Yeah, that's right.
Pardon? What are you mumbling about to yourself over there?
Listen, Commune! I killed a traitor by the name of Eito Atsuki on my second day here. He was cunning and evil to the core. I was so sure I couldn't let him live. The quickest way to solve the problem was to kill him. Thinking back now, that was when the hellish nightmare began. Sairei was destroyed, Gaku was murdered, and the whole killing game business began. Aito even reappeared when he shouldn't be dead, when he should have been dead. Also could take revenge on me. If it means killing an ally, the quickest solution should never be taken. That's what I believe now. You're right that we're fighting a war, so killing the enemy is more or less expected. But also means we should have to look after our own. Killing an ally is an idea we should never entertain.
You're picking now to spout foolish sophistry? The bottom line is that you were reluctant to take a life, yes? I ask that you recall our conversation last night. Even if you let the baby live now, he will die in another week anyway, burned up by his own flames. He does not have long to live either way. We ought to burn the last embers of his life in a way that means something.
Yeah, I actually have an idea about that. Can we bring the baby with us when we leave?
What? I don't understand.
The baby's being kept alive in a capsule inside the defense room right now. You think we could transfer the capsule to the escape room? Escape pod? Hoping to bring him along with us to the artificial satellite. If anyone can make that happen, it's you, Commune.
Veshna's securing up to attack, and you want me to think of a way to keep a baby alive?
Yes!
Yeah.
This is lunacy! Your priority should be keeping your allies alive!
Baby is ally! That's exactly what I'm doing! The baby is one of my allies! I didn't want to kill any more of our own, or stand by and watch them die! Those were my honest and true feelings. Those are my truth and real feelings.
Have you been brainwashed by some strange cult alchemy? I've had enough of you! I can no longer count on your assistance! I have no choice but to carry out the deed myself.
Good luck.
Whoa, 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 what?
Before I can say anything in response... Please don't kill me,
Oh,
baby. From one baby to another, please don't kill me. A hazy flame appeared along with Ghost Boy, the spectral manifestation of the person we've been talking about.
Who are you? Where did you come from? Did Veshna send you?
It's okay, Commune. He's one of us. This is an avatar of the baby in the defense room. That was up between Commune and the Ghost before speaking to him. I haven't seen you in a while. I thought you were too sick to manifest yourself. We already, yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Better.
You killed Aito, so I'm better now.
This may sound strange, but the blood space corruption was purified a little while ago and I suddenly recovered.
Hold on a second. I need a drink. I'll be right back.
Good. This is why I keep this stuff right over here. So, how are you guys today?
Good.
Work's been... Oh, sorry. Work has been going okay.
Good.
Yeah. I'm stuck doing early shifts, but at least it's better than working until nighttime. Also, everybody loved my muffins that I made, so that's a bonus.
Nice.
Yep, apparently they really loved the banana muffins.
Banana muffins are pretty good.
Damn right they're pretty good. And I also made the muffins special because I used no white sugar. I just used honey.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. It makes them a bit healthier and a little more moist to eat.
Alright.
Oh, there you are.
Yep.
I'm not exactly sure what happened.
Killed Ato. Ow.
What did you just put in your mouth?
Stuff.
What do you mean by stuff?
Vitamins. Stuff to help my hair regrowth.
Hair regrowth? Are you losing your hair?
Yeah. Not great.
Is it stress?
It's stress.
Okay.
His recovery is probably to the end of the invader hunt somehow. Maybe the corruption was purified after the malicious entities had all died out.
I am very
Last
sorry.
few days, I've been going around school every night to gather information and figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. Imagine my surprise when I saw you discussing my assassination with this girl last night.
Huh?
I've been following you since yesterday to see what decision you would end up making.
That's creepy. Stop that.
I was honestly surprised by your decision, that you would let me live, you of all people.
What the fuck does that mean?
Of course. What kind of person do you think I was? What sort of person did you think I was?
A serial killer, what else?
Killed like 2 people. Fucking calm
Killed Ato
down.
in cold blood before he even did anything on day 2. I didn't say anything at the time, but I held the deepest contempt for you after that. Now I'm starting to think I got it wrong, though.
Huh?
Have I misunderstood you this whole time?
Yeah.
Yes.
If I have, then I'd like to apologize for my mistake.
Ah.
No need for that. I blame anyone for despising someone like me. But I think I've grown as a person. I've become more human-like in the last 100 days.
Growth. Something a perpetual baby like me will never get to experience.
A perpetual baby. That's just like me.
It's just a little guy.
No.
Not yet. Maybe, but there's always time for that in the days to come. You can do all the growing you want on the artificial satellite.
What? Can I really go with you? I haven't done anything to really contribute to the war effort. It feels too optimistic for me to be recognized as an ally at this stage.
Then do something about it. Join us in the final defense battle as a fellow soldier. How about that? The number of invaders we have to deal with is beyond imagination. We won't be able to handle them on our own. If you join us, our chances of victory will be higher than before. Even if it's only by a little. Isn't that right, Commune?
Do not be absurd! A single soldier won't be enough to make up for the sheer difference in numbers!
I mean, to be fair,
What are you talking about?
this particular guy gets like the power of a hydrogen bomb, so I mean, you know.
I'm gonna kick your ass! All they have to do is bulldoze their way in and it's game over for us!
There's really that many of them.
Any way you look at it, it's a world-ending number!
Why are you smirking?
Okay, then how about
I
this?
increased the strength of the wall of fire to block out as many of them as possible.
You can do that?
Well, he is the one controlling them.
I've never tried, but it should be possible. The blood space is overflowing with energy right now. When the malicious aura was purified, clean energy took its place. If I infuse that energy into the wall, then just maybe.
Commune, if the wall becomes stronger, will that give us an advantage?
Yes, the number of enemies that can make it through the flames at one time will be greatly reduced. If we can split up the army, bottleneck the troops' advance, it will greatly improve our chances of victory.
Aha! We had stumbled upon a path to victory completely by accident. The baby had been the final piece of the puzzle!
Very well, Ghost Boy. Do not delay. Start increasing the strength of the wall right now. If this strategy succeeds, I'll make sure your physical body gets to the artificial satellite if it's the last thing I do.
Yes, of course. I'll give it my best shot.
Yay!
Cool.
Baby! He disappeared in a hurry at Commune's urgent command, like they began strengthening the wall of fire. That moment I decided to rescue someone who had been destined for death. A new path had been opened up to us. It's like it was meant to be. This was the path I should have taken from the start. Should have chosen to save lives rather than take them. If I hadn't killed Ato back then. But it was too late for regrets. I had to focus on saving the baby. We had to take him out of the defense room and up to the artificial satellite with us. That was what we needed to figure out now.
Are we actually on a route to a good ending?
Save baby, save baby!
Let me see if I've got this straight. Basically, you want us to break down this door and get into the defense room, right?
So we can save the baby that's inside? Can we do that, though? Isn't the capsule he's in a life support system or something? That is what we need to do. Get inside and ascertain.
Wasn't this door protected by undying flames the last time we saw it? When did they disappear?
It must have extinguished them to make things easier for us.
Helping us in return for helping him, huh?
It's like a fairy tale.
Yeah, except this is grim reality. Anyway, help me break down this door. It's in front of the door with our class weapons in hand. Alright, guys. Attack the door all at once on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! The door is no longer impervious. We beat that shit open.
I am sweating all down my face.
Until at long last.
It feels so
it
gross.
Opened. The second it was open, we all went rushing through like an avalanche. And inside, baby. We gotta make this inside baby and outside baby. Baby's capsule's in the deepest part of the room.
Let me see. Yes, if I modify the capsule to be self-sustaining, we need only take it into the escape pod with us once Veshness is defeated. It will be a complicated operation, but I can count on everyone's full support, can't I?
That day, all of us joined in the effort to modify the capsule so that we could keep our promise to take the baby along with us. Take the baby.
He's gonna need a name or something, though.
Baby.
Baby.
Day 94. Day
That's
95. Day 96.
Day 96!
Day 97.
Day 97!
Day 98.
Day 98!
Day
Damn
99.
Day 99!
1 full week after we began working on the capsule modification.
Intruder alert.
It's time to defeat Veshness. She's here. Leaped out of the bed the moment
Hold
the alarm
on.
went off.
I think noise suppression is killing my alarm noises.
Wow.
Wah.
Big was finally here. Veshness had led the massacre.
I should get my saxophone out and just make a horrible ambulance noise. You can
Oh,
get pretty
God.
goddamn close on a saxophone.
You have a saxophone?
Yeah.
It's got jazz in
Dude,
his
that's
soul.
bitchin'.
What?
You play the sax?
Yeah, I used to. I don't play as much anymore, and I really probably should.
That's bitchin'! It's finally here.
Look at the screen! I've never seen an army so big!
Big. So true. That's what I'm saying.
Even so, this is not as large as I had anticipated. Strengthening the wall of fire worked.
The baby has kept his promise to us.
Let's
Modifying
go.
this capsule is worth the effort.
Ugh, sorry, my nose is still ready.
Okay.
I don't see Veshness yet, though.
Probably hanging behind and leaving all the dirty Witcher soldiers. Classic final boss move.
That works for us. We'll take out as many invaders as we can before she shows up.
We should get going. Take care of things while we're gone. Commune.
Don't think that was supposed to
Be
be that
sure
long
to
of a
return
pause.
safely. Defeat is not an option today.
Someone like that can't possibly beat us. We'll be back, and we'll make our dreams come true together.
Here we go. For the final time, Special Defense Unit, move out!
Yeah, we're gonna do it! Stab yourself!
Let's fucking go!
So loud.
Autobots, eat ass.
What?
It's also the command and more of a just a general idea. Autobots eat ass. Decepticons, I mean they also do. They're just more selfish about it.
Do you think that they would eat the booty like groceries?
I do think that they would eat the
Yeah,
booty like
you
groceries.
should ask Joshy about that, honestly.
And we begin the shit.
Take a look at that!
There's so many of them. Just what you'd expect to see in a final battle.
Stand firm and tall. They're no match for us.
Better
Yeah!
the small fry before the bigger Veshness fish arrives.
Let the
That's
battle
what I'm
begin.
saying!
I don't want to fight.
Oh, god damn it, shut up!
Now we're doing this again.
Mommy!
Go to no.
Oh my god, when did these guys get here? Veshness
Whoa.
corpse soldiers. Or core.
Okay.
It's the core, rather.
No.
You'll recall, these are all people that were just modified and mushed together into these
Oh yeah,
things.
that's right, they do be people. That is true.
We're probably hearing their collective conscience screaming out in agony.
It's like that bit in Metal Gear Rising.
There you go, you picked up what I was putting down.
That was a big robot, though.
I'll use it seriously.
Yeah, but
I mean, there's also literally a bit like this in Metal Gear Rising, where he's like, "Hey, Raiden, why don't you listen to the voices of all the people you killed, and then you do the people you're killing."
And
And
then
then he
Raiden
does
was
it,
like,
yeah.
"You're right.
I actually love my trauma.
Fucking love murdering people, actually. You were correct."
I was always a psychopathic murder bitch.
That is such a crazy direction for his character to take, and I hate it.
When you are.
They fucked up. They fucked up my Raiden, dude.
Ready when you are.
I don't know if that was just Kojima or if that was someone else or if Platinum just decided that.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
like- So a larger reason behind the initial quote-unquote fucking up of Raiden, is just the general assertion is that online was that a lot of people were like, I don't get why he made Raiden a character. He's quote-unquote gay and bad, which, you know, that was more of a negative statement back during the times. But this was what I would generously describe as markedly untrue and bullshit.
I think it was mostly. Wasn't that all just mostly responses to MGS2?
That was more just that was partially a response to the fact that people were like, Kojima, why did you lie to us? We hate you now. Die in a fire. Even though Metal Gear Solid 2, in my personal opinion, is the best of the series.
Yeah, but
So
if I
Golden
booted that game up after seeing all the promo material, and then it was like, psych, you're playing as a totally different guy, I would be fucking pissed.
I do get the general frustration that, like, because like on a fundamental level, you only get to play as like Snake in his prime in one video game.
That's 3, right?
You didn't play the
In
Metal
one.
Gear game?
Oh, really?
Not counting Metal Gear, but like, you know, the Metal Gear games aren't in 3D, which means that they were generally dismissed by the wider video gaming public.
Meaning it's just an MGS.
Also, those weren't available in the States at the time.
True. You only had the bullshit version for Nintendo.
True, those ones are fake and bad and not real.
I do have to wonder, though, if you think that 2 is the best one, then what's your opinions on MGS 3?
I think that MGS 3 is quite good. I think that it is actually like it's the best, but within my personal opinion, 2 is my favorite, and I think it's widely, well, and it's widely hailed as like being one of the best in the franchise now. But also because of people's responses to it and their responses to Raiden, they just kind of fucked up Raiden forever. Like Raiden just got screwed up basically.
Yeah, it's true.
They fucked up my Raiden dog. They made it.
Reserve judgment until I actually play the game, but I like the arc he goes through in Revengeance. I think it's good and interesting.
I mean, I guess on a certain degree, to a certain degree, I do think that it is kind of interesting, but it's just that it's like, I don't know, just the idea of a character like deciding, you know what, the trauma that I went through is actually based and red-pilled, and I should.
I feel like that's not what happened at all.
A little bit. I mean.
Do explain.
I feel like it was like, yeah, no, you're right. I do love killing people. This is what I live for. I was lying to myself because I didn't want to become a freak-out murder maniac. I should stop doing that and just acknowledge what I am.
I mean, that is true. You're not necessarily wrong. He does think that throughout the course of that story, but I just, within the context of everything else that Raiden has gone through, it feels like they just progressively got further and further away from the point of Metal Gear Solid 2.
I'm good to go.
Which I can't really talk about because you haven't played Metal Gear Solid 2.
That's fair.
I'll kill them all.
I'm dead tired.
It's still an interesting arc, and then you go and compare him to Armstrong.
Armstrong is a fucking anarcho-fascist who believes in, like, 3 different ideologies simultaneously, and they're all bad.
Yeah, he believes that strong people should be able to do whatever they want, basically. And society should reward that.
Mm-hmm. Society should reward you for beating up random people on the street.
Society should warn more different. Fuck!
Ironically, if they're a criminal, beating up random people on the street is a thing you can be rewarded for in Cyberpunk.
Here we go. My turn. Ready when you are.
I think I should start writing my thoughts down before I say them out loud so I don't get tongue-tied anymore.
Okay.
All right.
Or, you know, just like think before you speak, generally.
I do!
Mm-hmm. Think harder. And smarter. Think smarter.
Think smarter.
Just fucking end the turn. It's just gonna like hit the thing and explode. Oh, more of them! Oh, darn.
Reinforcements!
Why are there? I mean, I guess I know why there's so many Blorbos. It makes perfect sense that there would be a shitzillion of them during this particular route.
Thank you for calling them Blorbos.
Because they're very Blorbesque.
I know, I just love that.
Blorbito.
I will also say, whenever I try to go ahead and describe to at least my siblings or other people that I know about that they should play the Metal Gear Solid games because they go pretty in depth, not only in the sneaking capacity, but with strat and just the plot in general, my siblings get kind of dismissive about it. I don't think it's the war stuff that goes on in the games as much as it's just they hear the word sneaking or anything involving fighting and they just kind of tune me out.
See, the problem is that they've played a lot of games with bad stealth mechanics. Metal Gear, registered trademark, is one of the few games that are all generally very good in terms of stealth gameplay.
It is true. Unfortunately, they don't really play stealth games at all, because one of my sisters is just obsessed with Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, and general hack and slash.
I'm pretty sure most of those genres you described have had a forced sneaking segment at some point in them. Also, Metal Gear isn't just a sneaking game. There's an action in that stealth and that tactical espionage.
That's what I told them, and they still just decided no.
I don't know. Have them show them that clip from Twin Snakes where Snake fucking jumps on top of a rocket, or when he does a 360 no scope. I feel comfortable telling you that because those bits of story are exclusive to that version of Metal Gear Solid 1.
At least anything to go ahead and get their attention.
I guess I'm up. I'll blow you away.
I mean,
honestly, I think the message of a lot of Metal Gear is something that I feel like a lot of the more disenfranchised youths of today would probably rally behind. Despite the bleak nature of war, because given that Kojima is like unbelievably anti-war, like there's a lot of like hope and honesty behind a lot of it that I think is great.
You'd be surprised how often I've told them that and they still said nay.
Then a quick death is the best mercy we can grant them.
I don't know, show them the pain. He throws bees and has a bee gun.
That's right. We're the good guys here.
Oh.
Glossing over the situation with pretty words didn't change the fact that we were murdering other people. But this would be the last time. Once this was over, we'd flee to a place where no one would kill or be killed.
Just one step away from the
no more heroes.
Let's break out of this together.
Get ready for the second wave. This battalion will be on the same scale as the one you just fought.
How many more of them are there?
Oh.
Is it just me, or are they starting to look like a swarm of locusts? Focus on the battle, guys.
Okay, but like the bug locusts, or like the locust from Gears of War, others might have a problem.
And I think you might mean the bugs.
Oh, thank God. Nah, this is still kind of a problem, I'm being honest.
Yeah, no arguments.
No!
Oh! I also tried to tell my sisters, especially my youngest sister, because I thought she'd be super into this, about No More Heroes, and she just said no.
Do you, like, what are, like, why are they so anti-interesting pieces of fiction?
I don't fucking know! My youngest sister is into Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Most of those things have similar themes and ideas to the other pieces of the games that you're describing. They should love them.
Yeah, I know.
And the aesthetics are goated.
I know she would love No More Heroes, but she just said, no thanks, I don't want to play it. And then she just went back to playing Secret of the Ring.
Ready as I'll ever be.
She loves trash? They're eating garbage?
Trash.
She's 17!
She's 17 and loves eating garbage? Yum yum yum?
It's just like Chica.
Oh my god.
Yummy yummy delicious garbage in my tummy?
Well, apparently she also started playing Fortnite for a little bit, but that was just to get the My Hero Academia.
Oh, everybody plays a little bit of Fortnite every once in a while.
Yeah, she doesn't play it anymore because now her newest fascination is with Marvel Rivals.
Let's get to the killing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Time for
good
me to
game.
move.
It is a good game, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? I'm good to go.
Yeah, meanwhile, my other sister just loves Monster Hunter and Fantasy Life and Pokemon.
You make time for me to move.
I tried to get her into my other sister into Ni no Kuni. She just said nope after like 2 hours. Because in her words, it was boring.
So I need to
Was
say
it
this.
boring?
I need to phrase this in a way that does not seem that's not. I'm trying to say this in a way that isn't like inherently negative. Aren't most of your aren't like all your like siblings, or at the very least the ones that you're referring to in this instance, on the spectrum?
One is the youngest one is not.
Oh, which one of them is the one that's saying they don't want to play any of the cool video games from the past?
My youngest sister.
Oh, so she's not. Oh, okay. Forgive me for making this sound a bit weird, but I understand that like that commonly people who have that kind of stuff maybe have some difficulty with like trying out new things or things that aren't necessarily like within their like purview of interest. I mean, I know I have a bit of a problem with that as well.
No, I see where you're coming from with that. And the sister who is on the spectrum, who's also a twin, and has a twin who is also on the spectrum, which is a biological anomaly.
Huh?
Yeah, we got her DNA swab for that, but that's a different story.
Wow, whoa.
She's actually been wanting to break out of her comfort zone when it comes to games and other media. She just has to be very selective about what she does because she doesn't want to have bad thoughts, is probably the nicest way I could put it.
Yeah.
So if she hears anything that involves a game or anything about death or war or stuff that just triggers her anxiety, she doesn't want to do it. Which is totally understandable.
Well, I can see why she might not necessarily want to play Metal Gear then.
No.
I mean, Metal Gear is more about being like a fucking top secret agent and averting war than like actually
So like
experiencing.
any kind of death or anything sets it off.
Not just that, but anything that also involves a character with mental illnesses. Specifically schizophrenia?
Oh. So probably not Dead Space 2, gotcha.
I'll do my best.
No. And definitely nothing with a lot of gore in it either.
I'll do my best.
That's why most of the games I try to recommend my sisters just go ahead and appeal to their tastes and to what way not set or trigger them.
I will say that definitely limits quite a few of my recommendations.
I know. I did try to recommend In Stars and Time to them multiple times, but they just said they didn't like the black and white color scheme.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think I necessarily like that, considering that, like, at least one or more of those characters has mental illnesses.
I know, I told them it was an emotional journey, but they both just noped out of that because they didn't like the black and white color scheme.
Leave it to me.
Which is kind of a petty reason, but okay.
I mean, I've met people that don't want to watch certain anime because they look old, so I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but at least for the other twin, recommending stuff for them is kind of easy, because, he be a freak, okay?
You should tell him to check out Slitterhead. That game is very much in the weirdo zone.
Leave it to me.
I played Botany Corporation.
Oh yeah, pretty much anything in Project Moon's probably a good fit for them as well, or him
Those
as
are
well.
weird. Those are all weird freak games. Freaks.
I'll keep that in mind and I'll recommend it to them. Fuck, they actually have a current obsession aside from Warrior Cats right now. Fuck, what was it called? It's like a Korean visual novel. Love in Space.
Oh, Love in Deep Space.
Love in Deep Space. That's it.
Yeah, I've seen some people online who are so normal about that game. It's great. It's funny because like it's so funny because it is like a full-on like JRPG, But it's also like a Korean dating sim game where you romance hot men.
That's the gotcha. That's the gotcha.
It's a gotcha, yeah.
Here goes.
It's a gotcha?
Yeah, it's a gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought it was a V from like a K novel or something, like a novel.
I mean, I don't know what the gameplay is. There's probably a lot of.
No, like from what I understand, it's like a full ass
gotcha?
video game actually.
Well, apparently that's his current obsession, and I know that for a fucking fact because when I went over just the other day when we played Sticky Business, which, once again, full circle, play Sticky Business, everybody. It's a nice, relaxing, little fun game.
I don't know what that is.
It's a game where you run
It's
a
an
sticker
indie game.
company.
Yeah. Essentially, he just pulls up his phone and while we're all just playing Sticky Business, and he says, "Oh, hey, looks like Loving Deep Space got some new wedding mods or whatever."
I mean, they probably just had like wedding suit outfits.
I guess so. I mean, if you're into that kind of game and everything, more power to you. I gotta have something else going on.
I mean, like, I don't know. I just got recommended a video that tells you about a lot. That told me about a lot of Yuri that I didn't know about previously. If they're into Yuri, probably check that out. Sorry,
Oh, believe me when I say that he is a freak. Okay.
All right, Yuri, you gotcha. Yuri in the purview. Yeah, no, I'll send you the video I'm talking about. It's a very silly video about what, quote unquote, what men are doing during Yuri when Yuri is happening.
Only gotcha I play is on this company.
The only gotcha I play is Cookie Run Kingdom.
Leave it to me. Try and dodge this.
But no, when it comes to him, recommending him games is pretty easy because he does go for the horror stuff, but only fairly rarely. Because other times he just goes for the visual aspect or anything with cats,
Regular troops taken care of.
like anything with cats.
Here, hold on a second. Let me find it. There we go.
Hold on a second.
I highly recommend watching this. It's deeply entertaining to me.
What? Is that the dude from High School DxD?
Maybe? I don't know.
Is that?
It looks like him?
Tired.
Keep your spirits high, sister dearest. That was just the preview.
I sense a strong presence.
She's fine. There she is. Veshness herself.
There she is! Oh my god.
That is a fucking minute.
Doing the fucking Kenshiro walk up.
How much he's doing it to a building, I don't care. Can share it better.
I'll admit, I did not foresee you lasting this long. Or destroying all of my battle pets.
They're called Pokemon, dumbass.
You thought we need pushovers, huh?
Ow!
Well, that's too bad. We're not losing to you today.
Yeah, we're the elite few survivors of that brutal killing game.
Look at what's become of your strongest army in history and tell us. Do you feel like surrendering yet?
Do you feel like a hero yet, Veshness?
Surrender? Surely you jest. You have not even seen my real army yet. Watch and despair. You shall now witness the worst nightmare of your lives. Come forth, my elite slaves!
Slaves?
What you mean by that? God, she's such a bad bitch, though.
I know! I mean, damn!
And now she's an even badder bitch!
Why
Yeah,
hot?
she's in the armor! Oh, fuck.
You see, it's great because with this character, you can be both a monster fucker, a knight fucker, and a girl fucker all at the same time.
You think people would want her to step on them?
Yes. Quite easily, I'd say.
What?
No! Don't kill me!
Don't kill me!
She still had this many invaders up her sleeve?
She wasn't bluffing when she...
These troops must be her trump card. If she is desperate enough to pull them out now, she can't be having a good time.
This is our chance to take down Veshness and her goons all at once.
Take out her
This
goons.
is the real final showdown.
We need to
Kinda.
reclaim. I need to reclaim the word goons mainly because they love using the term gangoons in Cyberpunk, and I want to say that more when referring to random bad guys, without people thinking that I'm talking about guys who want to come really bad.
I think there are a lot of words that need to be reclaimed in the English language. Of course, that's just coming from me as an English major.
You know what? Here, I'm just gonna do this. I know it's not gonna kill him, but like I'll just have like Takumi or something come over there and stuff and obliterate them.
Felt that one.
Wait, she didn't die?
Yes,
Oh, I
Con.
used the wrong one. Ah, fuck. I'm just gonna redo this wave. I didn't mean to do that. She was supposed to die! Desperation potion. Last resort. Cut her life into pieces. Oh wait, hold on a second. I can optimize that way better. I didn't even think about that. Hold on a second. One more time! Okay, first off, we're gonna have Takumi attack over here and do his super move.
Take care of the rest.
And then we're gonna use the Desperation Potion on Tsubasa. And have her use Last Resort. And then that'll damage all of these goobers. And that'll get our voltage maxed out. And then she can just use Rescue Bullet on Takumi.
Good to go.
And then we can just have Takumi kill all these guys.
Yes. Got my turn. This should do it. Let's go. There. All right. Ready when you are.
If I could also just go ahead and plug for a bit, my other sibling also has a TikTok that has over like 1,500 followers on it.
Cool.
But most of what they
Cool, they should plug for us.
Well, most of what they post is already Warrior Cats related.
Oh.
So, do you want the Warrior Cats fandom in our fan base?
Sure. Why wouldn't we? The
I
more
read
the
some of
merrier.
Warrior Cats.
Sounds so apprehensive when you say it.
We want all the warriors, Con, including the cats.
Including Bramble Pelt?
Bring those pussies in here.
Rambo Pelt.
There was a my brother and me skit about them discussing what makes a good warrior cat name, and a very exhaustive list by color of what some of the best ones are.
This should do it.
And one of the names that came up was Bramble Pelt.
I don't remember which one Rambo Pelt is, to be honest. I don't remember most of their names.
I don't fucking know either,
I'm under
but
the
I
impression
think
these
it's
are supposed to be
hilarious.
OC names.
Mhm.
Time for me to move.
Yeah, my brother just usually goes on and makes a bunch of OCs and everything. And to be fair, though, I can actually link his TikTok. I think he'd be okay with that. Because a lot of his work is safe, and he's actually a really, really good artist, honestly.
Here goes.
Nice.
Oh yeah, like incredible artist. He
Oh,
can
yeah.
get the dimensions for animals just right.
Mario time.
It's one thing my siblings actually have in common with just each of us is that we're all exceptionally talented artists in one way or another.
Poggers.
Out of the way. Here goes.
Yeah, whether it be in culinary arts, performance arts, 2D, 3D, animation, or any of that shit.
I'll blow you away. Here goes.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Actually, wait here. I can just have Tsubasa snipe that one really quickly. Here. Or not Tsubasa. No, he's somebody else. Die.
Done.
Die!
The rest is in your hands.
It's fucking hard.
hands! I mean, actually, no, you know what? Hold on. I know what I can do. Do I feel fine? That'll give it bleeding, I think. Nope. Inflict stun. I guess I could just use Kill Me Now a couple of times. Will that be enough? Almost enough. Here, just fucking... Do I feel fine again? It don't matter. Some of this matters.
Oh god, pardon me.
In an ideal scenario, I'm just gonna have, like, everybody taken care of so Taco Meat can just go, like, fucking berserk next turn.
Taco Meat?
Taco Meat. That's what he is.
Don't wear it out.
That's his name.
Damn it, now I want tacos.
I just had tacos recently, so I'm good. I'm personally good to go.
Damn it, were they good though?
Maybe in the Taco Bell, so that kind of depends on the person.
Oh.
I had some nachos.
I'd rather go to Taco. I'd rather go to Taco Bueno. At least they don't put fucking gross in their meat.
I hate when they put gross in my meat.
Oh damn, they
always
put gross in
order
my
it with-
meat.
I ordered it without gross specifically.
And at least it doesn't give me food poisoning.
Oh damn, they put food poisoning in my meal.
No, the last time I fucking ate at Taco Bell before the rainy day thing, it gave me food poisoning for like 3 days, remember?
Oh Jesus.
That was shit.
Maybe.
I mean, I imagine you were shitting. You had
It was
Taco Bell.
awful. It was terrible.
Mamma mia!
It was terrible.
Mamma mia! Here we go again! Alright, we're gonna spring the trap. We're gonna Five Night this Freddy.
I also uploaded some videos onto my own TikTok. Just some animatics and that one video of my sister and I playing Sonic 06, and she falls through the world, and then she just non-subtly goes, I hate this game.
Nice!
Let's do this. Not gonna cut it. Let's go.
Oh, it's hot.
I've got this. Takes more than that.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
Ready when you are.
Oh, come rock me, Amadeus. Hey, here, I can just stab her. Ah, shit, Yugamu.
Say when.
Didn't do what I was hoping it was gonna do. Gonna fuck off.
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I found his TikTok. Just don't tell him that I sent you guys to it.
Okay.
Because that'll be
Throw a
super
volleyball
fucking
at him?
creepy. But they're my sibling and I want to blow up their channel.
I've still got some kills in me.
Especially since they are talented. My other sister deleted her TikTok because she started having those bad thoughts. It makes sense.
I gotcha.
Excellent display.
Here we go. Oh, let's go.
Alright, Springtrap. Frederick Five Night.
Say when.
Leave it to me.
Let's do this. Here we go. Not gonna cut it. Ready when you are.
I'm good to go. All good. Whenever
There we
you're
go.
ready.
Had to put my phone on the charger.
I've got this. One last strike. Take him.
Leave it to me. I got you. Thank you.
Say when. One last strike.
I'm prepped and ready. I've got your back. You see my wife.
Here we go. Say when. I've got this.
Yeah, we'll just do an attack boost.
Push it. Here we go.
My brother also posted pics on there of his cat.
Ready when you are.
Well, her name is Amity.
I've got
Yep.
this.
Owl House name.
My turn.
And Amers is a chunk of a cat. Well, fat
Good
cat.
to go. I'll catch you up. Thank you.
Damn it! Pretty sure there might be an achievement for getting this, for getting her without losing anybody.
Ready when you are.
There was no achievement for defeating her without losing anybody.
Say when.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I looked at the achievement list.
Let's do this.
Oh, well, fuck me sideways.
No.
I've got this. Takes more than that. Ready when you are.
I think I can finish it.
Good to go.
No.
Ready when you are.
Yep, we're done.
One last strike.
Kick her ass!
Let's go, Takumi, strongest warrior! Takumi!
Woo! Go, taco meat!
All fixed up.
Tackies.
Why? Why?
Cause I'm sick with it, lady.
Because we're cocky.
God should have trampled over mere mortals like you.
We're putting you in our gas
You're not
tank
alone.
now, you dumb son of a bitch.
Freshness. You transformed every single soldier of yours into a combat organism. Honestly, they would have fared better as humans. In the end, your own tyranny was your downfall. Is that why I didn't see a single human in that large army? Cammy's right. We would have had a harder time making ourselves fight Rego humans.
You have no regard for any human
Rego.
life other than your own.
That arrogant refusal to believe in anyone was the reason for your defeat, Veshness.
Arrogance befits my station as God. It is
Wow.
only right I should decide what my people become.
This old hag is irredeemable.
She truly believes she's God now.
Veshness, if you really want to get closer to God, I'll help you. By sending your soul to the heavens, your cryptoglobin will come all the way to the artificial satellite with us. That's where we will live in undisturbed peace. never needing to kill another person again.
And now I'm gonna fucking kill her ass.
What are you doing? No!
Die! The war is over.
Bitch! That's right,
Hell yeah. Day 100. We did it! And then came day 100. We all got on that fucking escape. Oh my god. Luxurious. Oh. We finally went to space. Oh look, we put the baby in the capsule. It's gonna use it to detect BTs.
Oh, we're almost to the new world, sister dearest. What do you feel like having when we land on it?
Did you hear that, infant? We will be reaching the artificial satellite soon.
Infant to infant
We'll
communication.
take you out of the capsule once we arrive. Alright? Don't worry. As your older sister,
I mean, like, that thing probably hasn't been, like, exposed to any germs ever. You might want to give it some vaccinations first.
Wash your hands or something.
You're going to raise the infant?
Oh, there we go. Now she's a 2 times big sister.
Little brother? I can't
Or
wait
she's a
to start
mom.
my new life up there. I've never had roommates before. We gotta go have
Are you a
something
single mother?
right
You're
away.
about to
We
be.
need to find a place and sign the lease like today.
I don't know. Wouldn't tomorrow be better? I'd really rather just rest for today.
Probably gonna have to, like, tell them about all the fucking shit that happened since we finished up the job.
The good ones will get snapped up if we don't act quickly. You're not being serious enough about this, Takumi.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Kumi.
Sorry.
We know who wears the pants in this relationship, at least.
We're both wearing pants.
Bam.
Dick nips.
If the hen pecking ever gets too
Dick
tedious
nips.
for you, the door is always open.
Let's go, Yugamu.
I'll be in the same house too, Takumi.
Oh my god, the polycule is real!
You have your
I told you! I told you it was a thing!
I'll be glaring at you every step of the way.
Rumi insists on being in the cuck chair.
Never let you forget.
She'll be in the
She's
closet
literally
wearing the
sitting in the
Superman
cuck chair
outfit.
right now.
You and I will
She'll
have
be in the
some
closet wearing the
someday.
Superman outfit.
Into the artificial satellite drew closer. Oh yeah, we can see what the fuck happened to the artificial satellite!
Maybe.
Wait. Are we?
Don't pass the
Maybe.
chase as war criminals, the one who let the project the Exodus project fail.
That's a good point.
I mean, we killed their army. Like, we won. The war is over. Together we could handle everything. No matter what the future ended up throwing at us, there was no trial we couldn't overcome. Together! They should do the pose, you know? Guys on the couch.
Yeah.
Those lessons we learned from the last 100 days of death and betrayal. We would never lose sight of the ray of hope we fought so hard to grasp. That was the promise I made to myself as we finally set foot on the artificial satellite. Please, please don't. No! I want to know what happens on the artificial satellite!
Problem solved.
Oh, wait, name? His name's Shion?
Yes.
I like that. Shion.
Squad Zero Commander.
To be fair, I guess they didn't necessarily know how to handle like revealing that at some point, because like, what if they don't name him in this one or not? What if they name him in this one?
I like the name Shion.
Hmm. Oh. Oh,
Goodbye.
oh no!
Multiple
Oh,
Itos,
that's
yeah.
all the root names! That's
I think
all.
that's all the root games in this one.
No, those were
Fine.
roots that weren't in this one. Hope
You
from
sure?
despair.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about
Multiple Aitos?
Oh my god. Alright, that's all the killing game routes. Killing game route is
I
done.
think there's only one killing game route.
I mean, it's
It's a
literally called the killing
long
game
ass
route.
route. That's a long ass route.
God damn.
Yeah.
Well, you
Well,
know
we
what
got
that
all the way to
means.
the end of it.
You know what that means? Next time we're doing some good old fashioned time.
Backtrack.
Yeah, we're doing time skip. We're doing time skip route again.
At the same time, though, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
At least it seemed like a happy ending, hopefully.
I mean, hey, now we're almost a tenth of the way there. Almost. All right, thank you all very much for joining us. I would have thought they'd handle the credits a little bit better. Oh well. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye bye.